We're gonna see if the stream holds up, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. So welcome back to Kecker Cringe.
Things seem to be doing good on the stream so far from my end.
Okay.
Poggers. Hello, Poggers.
All right. Say something, or other than poggers for just like 2 seconds.
Gaming Poggers. Poggers, gaming Poggers.
Why do you have to do this?
Do I still sound like shit?
A little bit, but I have honestly no fucking idea what to do with this. The stream seems fine. Did you like fuck with your mic or something? Oh, and Mod just came back and subbed with Prime again. Thank you for giving me the Amazon stuff that you get free every month. Appreciate it. My mom. She always like
Okay,
subs
so how
with
about now?
Prime. Okay.
Am I still poopy?
Yes.
I've tried cleaning off both the jack that goes into the computer and the jack that's on the headphone. I've unplugged and plugged it back in. I've reset my Discord saying the only thing I could think to do would be just doing a full reset on my laptop.
I mean, you could give that a try, but is Discord actually using the correct microphone? Is my other question.
Should be. When I unplugged it, you couldn't hear me anymore, so shouldn't be using the built-in microphone. At least I assume it has one. The webcam.
Honestly, no idea. Hi everyone, thank you for waiting while we fix these audio issues. Also, I think are we still waiting on Parker as well?
Wait.
Yeah.
Do I sound better now?
You sound a bit better.
Like a bit better, or oh. Well, apparently it was using something different.
Are you well? See, now
sure
you're
what it was
back.
using.
Now you're back to crackling a little bit.
Okay, well then
Yeah,
that
but
wasn't
it's
it.
nowhere near where it was.
No, this is much better.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either. God, welcome to summer. Welcome to fucking all of the shit fucks who decide that they don't want to hang out here during the winter, finally show back up and just suck up all the internet like those greedy little things from like the Kool-Aid commercials. You know what I'm talking? The thirsties.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I get you.
Well,
We're having major technical difficulties. Yeah.
Who like God, that's a big ass. All right, hang on. We're trying to I am also in the process of trying to fix all of the like markers on this map.
The built-in webcam on this laptop actually isn't that bad. I'm testing it on the video testing and settings. It actually doesn't look that bad.
Well, that's good.
It's not great either, because obviously it's a built-in laptop webcam, but could be worse.
It certainly could be. Well, we will just have to see how it goes. So, also, yes, hi Parker, how's it going?
Heyo.
Everybody, we are back. We'll give it a second here to let everything kind of get up.
Here, what do I sound like now?
I heard a hum for just a second, but your voice is a lot clearer. Say something else.
Baba Booey, Howard Stern's penis.
Yeah, you sound way better. Like infinitely better.
I just turned off noise suppression.
That might have been it.
That's why I always turn off noise suppression, but I think last time something happened that made me turn it back on. But if it makes me sound better.
I mean, we hear a buzzing when you talk and a little bit of crackling, but that should be it. And it doesn't have anything to actually do with your voice. It just sounds like background stuff.
Well, as long as I sound better than I did before, that's an improvement's an improvement.
Yes,
Coolio.
yes, sir. It sounds like an improvement. So, hi everyone. How have your weeks been? How have your days been?
Suboptimal.
Fantastic.
They've been days.
My car frickin' died
Well, I'm in.
yesterday. Big sad.
Your
Oh.
car? Oh, that sucks, man.
I'm sorry, dude.
That is what it is.
So what is it, like, fully dead? Like its battery is dead, or you got like engine problems, or
Transmission pooped itself.
hopefully you can get that taken care of, because that one always sucks.
Yeah. See what happens.
Oh gosh.
Careful, they don't charge you $17 billion.
Cameron, shush.
God, just every time we've ever had car troubles, it costs so much fucking money to get it fixed.
Yep.
Especially depending on the car, it can be really expensive.
Yeah. I can never tell if it's the older ones that get the most expensive, but that's if you can even find parts.
It depends on the older ones. There's
Yeah.
some, like my dad has, was it a Ford Ranger pickup, that the parts for it are rather inexpensive because they're the same parts they're using on pickups today. You just buy the newer one and slap in.
Slightly scary, but cool.
But then there's, yeah, if it works, it works, you know. But then there's cars that had something weird about them that they just don't make anymore.
Yep.
And there's
that
some
was
companies that make a point of they only make it for a year and then stop.
that was the case for my old car. Was a hand-me-down, and apparently all cars of that type. Also, that one pooped itself on its transmission, but that transmission had like a well-known mechanical failure that all of them were having, so they stopped producing them. So I couldn't even replace it for a reasonable price because the part itself was like 11K. It was stupid.
Yeah, that's quite common, unfortunately.
We all just need to become engineers and build all of our parts out of scrap metal.
Everybody just needs to.
That's
we
a
need to
lot
become
harder than
free.
it sounds.
Very,
I do
very
not
much
have a
harder than it
Cormac
sounds.
3-axis lathe to do that. Otherwise, I would.
Oh no, I know. I'm just making a joke because let's be honest, it'd probably end up costing us less money than paying $11,000 for a fucking part that's probably gonna break down in 3 days anyway.
Actually, no, it would not.
Actually, no,
So,
and that's
it's called-
the tough
It's
thing.
called,
In the long
it's called
term,
spending the time doing trial and error and YouTube videos. Okay.
But if you want to go that road,
I knocked off my
you go to
blind.
something
Hold
with
on.
less moving parts. You swap to electric. Electric has one moving part. That is the motor. It rarely ever fails. That's part of the reason electric cars are picking up speed quickly. That and have you looked at gas prices?
Literally, ha ha ha.
Sorry, the thing blocking the light coming in from my window fell
it was
over.
It was in the
Just
state
don't
of
get a fucking
California,
Tesla,
so-
apparently.
Oh yeah, while we're like sort of on the subject, have you guys ever seen that video about a guy who tried to build a toaster from scratch?
I have not.
No.
No.
Look it up. Toaster from scratch. The dude like has to like manufacture each and every part by himself from nothing. Like he just takes his hands to break sticks, to sharpen sticks, to make tools, to smelt metal, to form metal, like freaking Dr. Stoning the whole thing, and he concluded it's basically impossible to build a toaster without infrastructure.
Welcome
one
to the modern world.
At one of his later phases, like he literally just like gave up on doing it for real, and he mined plastic out of a dump because that was the only way to get some of the parts made, because plastic is basically impossible to manufacture without.
Oh, okay.
previous
So here's my
infrastructure.
question then. Are you trying to make a modern toaster or a functional toaster? Because there's a
Yes.
difference.
It's necessary to use plastic parts in a toaster. Otherwise, if you like made the whole thing out of metal, it's gonna overheat because the heat will transfer to the outside of it and you won't be able to touch it.
Well,
And it won't
no.
heat the
Well,
inside.
of course you would have to do other things, but it's not like plastic is the only thing that you could use. I'm imagining that you could probably, and this is not going to look great, but use some sort of rock and not metal.
You can't freaking. Well, rocks have the same problem. Like rocks will.
Not
heat as
You
well.
can use
Okay.
a campfire toaster, which is essentially you make a square, roughly sandwich size, so that it folds shut around the outside of the bread. You put it on a really long stick, and out on the end, you're covered in wood and leather.
Yes, I understand that, but he was specifically setting out to make an electric toaster.
Yeah.
Okay, well then
Which
yes,
you can do
yeah.
the same difference.
Like,
it just,
bruh, you need cook something? Literally use fire.
Yeah, well, I was yeah.
But you,
I mean, I was
you
still
can use a
assuming
similar
that.
concept that let the heat spread, but put it way the heck out there with an insulator out
Yes, yes.
there.
Completely with you there. You just can't do that with electric filaments that heat up.
Well, I mean, you can. That just doesn't mean it'll work.
It just
Hang
means
on.
that the
It
leather
would
and
make
stuff
it
that you're surrounding with will
unwieldy,
catch on
but
fire.
it would work. It would just be really unwieldy because you would need these weird sticks that just go out like 5 feet.
Mhm.
Well, I went to look up non-plastic insulators for filaments, and I just see a bunch of, like, lifestyle articles. 7 eco-friendly insulation alternatives for a green home. Isonine is a spray foam made out of castor oil that expands about 100 times its volume when you put it in a fucking... I don't know, I'm just...
Usually
Are
you
you
use
okay, Nolan?
ceramic.
Oh yeah, ceramic! I forgot about ceramic. Fuck.
Forgot ceramic existed.
So as one final question before we move on to playing the actual game, Harley, if I remember
Yes.
correctly, Cameron mentions that you do some smithery.
Some.
If I paid you,
Why?
would you
You're
make me a
actually
cast
not
iron
that
skillet?
person.
You know how hard it is to forge a skillet?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you the question.
He could
It
make
is
you a...
incredibly hard.
Yeah.
For the same price, you can go to Costco and buy a set of cast iron.
Yeah, but then I can't tell every dipshit that enters my home, yo, my friend who lives at, my friend made this cast iron skillet, and I paid $3,000 for it. I am a damn idiot.
That would literally have to be your monologue because it would be a stupid thing to do.
No, really? Gosh, why? Gosh, I didn't know it would be easier to walk to the fucking Walmart and buy a cast iron skillet at the Walmart, but it's not a cool story, and I'm not paying my friend some dosh to do something that I assume he likes, based on
Technically,
hearsay.
You wouldn't forge a cast iron skillet, you would cast it,
Okay, all-right.
which is a different process.
Casting
Here's-
iron is not the same as cast iron.
Here's a video of someone walking through what you would want.
Okay.
And
Then-
it talks about a lot of the challenges.
Now that I have
And why it is
sufficiently embarrassed
unreasonable.
myself, let's move on to actually playing the game. So, last time, well, things went pretty normal up until not too long after you guys finished buying clothes for the party, which will be happening in, if I still have this right, 9 days. It's 11 a.m. on the 16th, and the party is going to be happening on the 25th. And, well, while you guys were turning in the mental ribbon image of the leader of the Sandworms, and that would be Carwelson, you ended up finding out that there are now assassins after one of your party members. You guys just got done interrogating one, and it looks like they were from an assassin's group called the Crow's Flies, and they were employed by a mysterious society of peoples. It's not something that any of you really know about as of yet, and that is the mystery that we left off on yesterday. We also picked up a brand new person, an artificer by the name of Salira, an Owlin who wears a very strange robe and a very strange mask, similar to those of the Plague Doctor variety, because aesthetics mean everything. And that mask is definitely not full of Reese's Pieces. I made sure of this.
Shut the fuck up. God.
Uh,
I thought the plan was to make sure it was full of Reese's.
Level 20, if you think you're good enough, you can try to create
Level
Reese's
20,
Pieces.
This was not part of our discussion.
You know what?
Reese's Pieces, level 20. Bitch.
Level 20 Reese's
Oh,
Pieces.
yeah.
So
Fuck
now
you.
you guys are just outside Helm's Folly after having released the assassin on his word that he is getting the fuck out of Dodge. He has given you a bit of information on what you might expect coming forward and what he knew about his job.
Sorry, my head go empty.
Sounds like that was something that was not just a you problem in the last 30 seconds.
Moment.
Ugh.
Hold on. I'm working. Hold on. There.
Hmm.
All right.
Oh,
So
I should
now
probably give him the roll
art
20 now.
now art imitates life.
What?
Don't ask what that means.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah, that's what I was picturing as well.
So right now I think we're all just standing outside next to the cart, right?
You guys are essentially well outside the city in the middle of the dusty desert, just by the cart, having watched the elf that you had interrogated basically dash off towards the sea.
Hmm.
So right now we need to figure out where the assassins came from. Exactly. Like, we know they came from the jungle area, but we can't necessarily
Well,
pick up and go.
Well. Let me correct you there. We know. I believe that's where the client came from. I don't know where specifically that assassin came from. I just
We
know that
read,
the client.
though.
Yeah.
Didn't we read that he came? No, you're right. Never mind.
I'm telling you from my personal knowledge about who would want me dead, that it came from the jungle, most likely for the client. So that would probably be where we want to look if we want to deal with the source of the problem. Because I doubt if the client's dead that they would want to keep going on with the job. Hopefully not, but that's one way we can handle it.
Hmm. I mean, if the client's dead, they aren't getting paid.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay.
How far away?
Right now.
How far away would this jungle walk be?
Very. I'm pretty sure it's the northernmost country, right?
Ah.
I feel like we should do as much as we can here before we venture
And
back
are
out.
you saying
Yeah,
that the jungle
yeah.
country is the northernmost country? Because that is not the case.
It's the southern. Sorry, I'm being.
It is southwest. It is the southwest border of Balbot.
I don't know why I said north.
Southwest.
Fucking kill me,
Well,
'cause no
southwest.
jungle would ever be as far north as you can go.
No, yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, if we run into another time gated thing, like if we have like a month or whatever so spare time, then maybe we can check that kind of thing out. But currently, we're short on time.
Yep, and our
Mhm.
secondary goal was was to scout out the sandworms.
Yeah, and
Right.
yes, and also try to get this ribbon to someone of authority. Which right now, the only person I'm going to give it to is that same magical man, or that same guy that we met at the headquarters in Scales. So that's the only person I'm going to trust us with.
So we're gonna
Sure,
go to the
that-
magical man in Scales.
Yeah,
Mhm.
magical headquarter guardman, whatever type. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but that guy, yeah.
The guy that that was there during the tavern raid. Where remember
yes,
when
the
we
tavern raid.
got
I think
attacked by
so.
thieves while we were
I think he might have been there. If nothing else, I know for sure I gave him the Craig Sharks identity.
You
The
you
leader of
go,
the Craig Sharks identity.
you guys went ahead and did that on your own time. That was not any part of your run-in with the Thieves Guild in Scales. That was more or less
Well,
you guys had that info and you
yeah.
guys asked around and found out who you could take it to, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, is the guy the guy you're talking about? Wasn't he based in the border town where we came from?
No.
No, the guy I'm talking
No,
about
we
is
stopped at the guard tower when we were
yeah,
doing stuff.
yeah. He's in Scales. He's in the military district, and he's specifically one of the head guardsmen, or not, I don't know head, but he's specifically works for the guards, and he probably would be the best person we should get in contact with to get this information to, especially after it seems like we can't trust anyone on the outside of the Scales with this information.
So, and did we ever end up deciding if we were just going to put off the shit with the bandits till after this party or whatever, or if we were going to try and squeeze dealing with that in the next 9 days?
I think we were going to do some scouting.
Yeah.
I
Scouting also
still
would be-
personally stand by my plan of trying to like capturing a crag shark guy or whatever and convincing them to return to their leader with the location of the sandworm base and kind of just letting them sort themselves out for at least some part. And also that would in the event of if either of them were planning on doing anything to this during this assumedly important event with the king and all that, a war between the two bandit camps or bases or whatever would probably keep them busy.
This is true.
And if we can, and we could probably really fuck up one side while the main forces are focusing on each other.
So my personal vote would be, I mean, I don't know if it would be best to go turn it because I don't know the full context of this ribbon. Well, I do, but I don't know if we'd want to go to this Scales or the guy in Scales first and turn that in, or if we want to try and go do something like if going along with that particular idea, I would say finding a crag shark outpost and capturing one of them and then either threatening or convincing them to go deliver a message.
Now we know for a fact that the crag sharks and the sandworms are enemies, right? Like
I believe we've been told that. That's been very clear. I believe we've
Yes.
been told
I mean,
that.
that's what I'm basing my entire idea off of because that's what I gathered. But
So wait,
Yeah.
so we have had it confirmed that they do kill each other. This isn't
Yes.
like we assume because they haven't attacked each other or okay.
They basically, since you guys have arrived, you know that they essentially they each have territories on separate sides of the road going from Cricket to Scales in this Badlands area, and they're constantly vying for domination, and their warring with each other has caused a lot of problems for that area and trade up that road.
A minute.
Stay on that gang shit.
Building off of the idea of convincing, so maybe what could we possibly do to convince sandworms to push against the crag sharks? Because here's the thing, right? They are the more difficult enemy. I'm going to make the educated assumption that they are definitely the enemy that will cause the most resistance because they're smarter and more well equipped.
Right.
And if we convince them or somehow get them to march on the Crag Sharks and try to, kill them, we could take that opportunity while their forces are split to take over their main base and basically cut them off from their main base.
And
Let's-
one
well,
thing we can also
see- sorry.
I'll say one thing we can also do the buy time if we do go down that route with. We can actually. That's why I think the guardsmen would also be useful because they can go behind the if we can figure out where they're all going to meet up and everything else, try to get an idea about where all this is going to go down. We could probably have the guardsmen make a little bit of an ambush behind the sandworms, and it'll be a battle of two fronts with the sandworms. And
As smart as
we can-
bandits are, I doubt they're exactly the type to fight with honor, so I imagine if one was given the location of the other one's base, they would probably just try and do a full frontal assault on that base.
True.
Probably. Or knowing at least the sandworms would probably be more
Mm.
tactical
Over-
about it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But that's why I was specifically saying targeting a Crag Shark guy and sending them to tell their leader so that because at least from what I've heard, the Crag Sharks are a little bit more, they're a little bit less tactical, to put it politely, and would be more likely to go charging in to the enemy base, trying to, rack up a fucking tactical nuke or whatever.
So
and
I guess at this point, it's about
yeah.
which side do we want weaker when we attack them.
Well, I mean,
Well,
I guess
ideally,
I'm not
I think that
omnipotent or anything, but I was assuming that if one of them found out the location of the other's base, they would be attacking until they were almost completely wiped out. At least one side.
I think we should also consider the possibility that regardless of whose base we reveal to the other one, there's a good chance that we can just use that information to our advantage, since if they fight each other, they'll automatically have less forces.
No.
I was suggesting, like, if the sandworms marched on the Crag Sharks, we could slip in and attack the sandworms while their forces are split, thus making it a lot easier for us to take them down.
Okay, I can see that.
Well,
Plus, convincing the sandworms is just different than because, like what you said, we could totally trick a Crag Shark with a note giving the location of the sandworms. But to get the sandworms to attack the Crag Sharks, it's gonna need to take some actual, like, face-to-face convincing and more persuasion than simple trickery. So, like, say our psychotic bard turning into somebody else and walking in somewhere and convincing them, like, or maybe striking a deal with them that if they pay us a certain amount of money, we would reveal the location of the Crag Sharks to them.
Yeah, and I personally wasn't imagining like joining in the midst of the fight or anything, because I know like
Yeah.
we're all concerned about like reputation and all that, but like I briefly mentioned earlier, if we did this a bit closer to this big event or anything, if they were planning on doing something, like I don't know the full extent of just how powerful these bandits are, so I don't know if they could even have a chance of trying to do anything to this event, but on the chance that they were planning that, if one or the other was suddenly either busy raiding the opposing bandits' main base or being actively assaulted by the opposing bandit group, they would be a bit too busy to do anything.
The only
Or at least
proof
anything
that we have
major.
of a plot against the event we already basically thwarted.
Mm.
And
or
also-
at least semi-thwarted.
I think regardless about whoever we take out, regardless, it would be preferable to take out the sandworms, but if the Crag Sharks do get wiped out from the sandworms, then I just see that as a benefit for us in the long term, because one force taken care of is already one force gone, so then we have one less thing to worry about.
No.
Yep. And here's the thing too. Like, say in the scenario, and again, this is completely up to the DM. Say in a scenario where the sandworms go and attack the crag sharks, but they don't manage to take down their base, then the crag sharks will be weaker, and then we can attack the crag sharks as well with less resistance. So either way, convincing the sandworms to march is, to me, I think is the greatest win-win situation we can like have, because no matter the outcome of the battle between those two, it benefits us greatly.
I mean, I just think it would be easier going with the crag sharks because it'd be easier to convince, and I just believe that either way, if the sandworms are as smart and tactical as they seem, even if it's the crag sharks actively assaulting on their main base, the crag sharks are probably still going to be the ones taking the biggest hit, if not being wiped out.
Yeah.
Well, this is assuming that the crag sharks are just stupid oafs, because it's very possible that
you don't have
they
to be a
are.
stupid oaf to find out that have the location of your basically
No.
greatest
That's not what I meant.
rival in the area known.
What I mean is that we are assuming that the crag sharks are going to be, well, I assumed, but for all we know, the crag sharks could, where they lack in their tactical, prowess, can very much make up for it in their battle instincts. They could very easily wipe the more tactical versions of themselves on the other side of the road just as easily with
Well, then
wouldn't
that be even better if they ended up wiping out the sandworms?
Well, that's what I mean. In regardless of who wins the battle, it's gonna make it easier on us.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm just thinking about less risk, but it just seems way more risky to try and sneak someone in to convince the extremely smart and tactical bandit leader face to face to march on the enemy bandits than it would be to try and just tell a dude from the other ones to deliver a message to their leader and see if that causes them to march.
I think Cameron is having some connection trouble right now because I can hear him talking.
Who?
Cameron, I could hear you talking for a minute from the other room, but I wasn't hearing anything that you were saying over Discord, so you might need to start over.
So what I was saying is that the crag sharks are not in a position to attack because they just lost a big outpost, and because we wiped it out. So they might, even if they were given the information, it's likely they wouldn't even march on them in the first place because they are at a significant disadvantage, as well the sandworms would be to march on the crag sharks. Because I feel at this point, not only are the crag sharks way more brutal, and if it came down to having to convince one of them, I'd rather be face to face with the smarter, more subtle guy than the guy who marches around with heads on his pikes, killing anyone he sees.
I mean, I don't know. I've said my piece at this point. I don't really know what else I could say to add to it. So,
then let's put it to a vote. Then we'll put it to a vote and see where we're going. Because honestly, I'm okay with getting either side to attack. Because either way, it benefits us.
I think before before we make any decisions, let's maybe do some scouting first of both sides. I think because that's the one thing we need to really do is get our layout of both bases, and maybe we can come up with a plan there about which one would be more ideal and what would work better between the two.
Through the memory, we saw the entire crag shark base. And we got accurate depictions of how many there are, where their base is located and how fortified it is.
Yeah, at least I definitely have that information available for us to definitely draw up a map of it.
Don't we only have the location of the sandworms? We don't know any major details of the base itself.
That is correct.
except
So
for that
you just
they're
know
they're
where it
heavily
is.
armed. All we
So
know
if
is the
it-
face of the leader or the name of the leader and the general equipment that they use.
I mean, well, I guess we could do this whole scouting thing then. I mean,
I'm not sure if we need to scout the Crag Sharks because I feel like we have more than enough information on them. Because what was it? They had like, what did they say? Like 70 or so guys at the Crag Shark base. I don't remember the exact number. I need to check if I put that in my notes. No, I didn't because I'm stupid. Why would I?
I believe that when you asked, you guys knew that there were many people in those bases. The guy that you interrogated didn't have an exact number, but he knew that it was well over 50 at the very least.
I
That
think
was
if we're
at the
gonna do
time
any
of interrogation.
I think any in-person scouting should be way more focused on the sandworms.
yes, definitely. Regardless, the Craig Sharks, they're not the brightest of the bunch, and it like if somehow if it just comes down to just taking one on at a time, then that's also fine too. We don't really have to do this whole entire strategy of making them fight each other. We could just simply get the guards to help us out with attacking one at a time, and that might just be good enough.
Okay.
well, I mean, if there's like a whole war going on and everything right now, so I mean, wouldn't the guards and like official kingdom military personnel be a bit preoccupied?
I mean, maybe, but they also might be interested in getting rid of thorns in their sides, which these bandits have been nothing but a thorn in their sides.
If
They've
I
basically
might,
cut off the army's one of their main supply roads.
this
Sorry,
is
go ahead.
not true. I'm going to cut you guys off because, based on your prior conversations with literally everyone, the military is completely and unabashedly uninterested in dealing with these bandit groups at all because they are so focused on prepping and doing war with Valentine. The
So,
fact that this
basically
road up
our
here
only-
is cut off has you guys have even asked about this, particularly in Cricket when you first arrived. They don't want to deal with it because it's not the most popular road to get in and out of the country anyway. That is relegated to the southern road.
So that's just a classic case of their military really not giving a fuck about what these
Okay,
bandits are
so,
doing to its
Um,
own
yeah.
citizens.
Can I remind you guys, we're in a desert. You have a guy with many pockets full of poison. Water is gold around here. Both of them are deep in the sand. Why
True.
fight them? We just kill them.
But
Poison the
y-
water and walk away. They don't make it
Again,
back
though,
to town.
that's such a fucked up way to do it.
Yes,
That's what I'm worried about.
but we can
because-
stealth in, kill hundreds of their people without them being able to strike a single blow against a civilian or us. And people won't really
That's
know because they
'cause-
just disappear. They just don't
And
come out of
also,
the
it
desert.
also depends on like what the mentalities of the people here are, because I mean, this is outside game knowledge, but just from what I've heard, like the people are very not happy with the current state of things because of the bandits, and probably unless we like skinned them, pinned them up along the side of the cart, and paraded them through all the major towns, I don't know if there would be all that much that would like make them upset at how we handled it.
Well, and it's not like they're going to do autopsies and determine how they die. So if we want to go in and retrieve stuff to turn in for bounty, we could. But, why fight when we can just poison out the groups? Then when they die, go in, collect what we need, leave. No swords were drawn, no arrows released. No one took any damage
Loosed.
but them. Yeah. Well,
Will
no
be
shots
able
fired.
to turn into the sandworm guys that we captured before.
I might be able to remember a face good enough to copy it. If not, we narrow down a guy on the outskirts. I kill him and become him.
So, do you just need the face, or do you just need
I just
a
have to be close
corpse?
enough to eat his shadow. And then not only do I become him, I can remember any basic knowledge he would give to a passing stranger. So how he greets people and does stuff like that. So I could walk right through camp without anybody having a clue.
And you could poison them all right there.
Uh-huh.
But you'd have to locate their food supply, which, I mean, being alone in a base like that, if things go wrong, they could go very wrong.
I have invisibility and polymorph. If all else goes wrong, I turn into a bullet and I swim my way to the sands back.
That's true. That's true. I'm just saying
Out
that
of
thing.
all of us, the one who can get away the best is probably me, because if all else fails, I dimension door and I'll be back in a week.
That's yeah. I know. You have a lot of contingencies. It's just it worries me to have a party member alone
Yeah.
in any scenario where if things do happen to go very poorly, they have no backup.
Well, if worst comes to worst, I could go with him because I'm also very sneaky, and I can also disguise myself as one of them if it comes down to it. So that's
just-
also another option.
I'd just like to mention that I taught myself greater invisibility during my last level up.
So you'd have plenty of backup then if the three of you wanted to go. And I mean, we could, while you guys did that, we could locate a. Well, that would split the campaign though, so I don't want to do that to Dominic.
I mean,
I mean, the worst case happens is we'll probably, like, if anything goes south, I mean, those of us in there just have to book it out of there, and a lot of us can be able to do that pretty easily.
Yep, the only person that in this party that is technically the worst at this particular job would be me. So I'm not going in there if we're going the quiet route. If we're going the loud route, like I can help, but I can't help with stealth missions. I am not quiet.
I'd probably be alright with stuff by stuff, but I'm not built for stealth, so I
Well, I'm
wouldn't
not really
be, you know,
built
like
stealth. They would all see me.
True.
It's just hopefully they don't question seeing their friend walk past.
Well, I mean, I think it's still technically stealth as long as it's, you know, not known why you're there or what you're doing or if you're even
And
who
as
you
long as-
are.
It's a mission
And-
that doesn't require lots of screaming, slashing, and explosions.
Yeah.
So I'm out, basically. But my suggestion from before was that while you guys do this like espionage mission, the rest of us who aren't super stealthy can locate a sandworm outpost and maybe take it out. Just no big whoopee doopy, you know?
I love how that's just casually, like, yeah, just gonna take one out casually.
I like to think that we're having this conversation like
Out in the desert.
in public. We're still in Helm's Folly. We're just like out loud discussing how we're going to.
You guys are out. You guys are currently outside of town. Nobody is here to hear you but the geckos that aren't on walls.
Oh, I
think
thought we were
Aw,
still
it
in
would be
town.
The ones on
funny.
walls are so much better.
It'd be funny if just like a random fucking townsperson just like passed by and said, "Oh yeah, poison them would be a great idea."
So let's say
Like,
you on that.
we just get a whole like ring of townspeople surrounding us, like bouncing ideas off of us.
Oh my God.
God, sorry.
So then let's break it down. Our plan of action.
Sexual style? Sorry. Sorry, Cameron.
This motherfucker
I
has
won't
been
do that again.
making
I'm
up
sorry.
worked up
God.
white boy fucking shit to me for fucking ever, and I am slowly beginning to want to snap his neck.
I can't help it.
Yes, you can.
Anyway,
You choose not to.
Either way,
lots
the
of
plan.
productive things. Yeah. Oh God. Well,
Since I'm
I
not the
mean,
stealthy one,
yeah.
plan of action I should not be a part of. I'm
Oh,
basically in this
Mm.
instance, I will do as I am told.
it would.
Mm.
You guys could stay near just in case we need an exfil. Someone to cover up the rear. Because we have.
Now I imagine a helicopter. It's just Sebastian in modern military, like combat armor flying over. It's like, go, 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 go.
Quick, you got 30 seconds. The Russians have spotted us.
Because we have our long range warlock
I believe our,
who-
I
that
believe our
can
wizard can
snipe
fly, so
people.
We
We
do
have a
Project
paladin who could
Cannonball.
run up and just stop an army by brute force.
Yeah, but how early would you guys be X-filling though? How many Ethereum crystals would you get?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Shut the hell up. We need to get freaking Jin
so
a stick that looks like a gun so that he can literally cast Eldritch Blast like he has a sniper rifle.
God.
we
Well,
we have an artificer who can make that, I guess.
Make a stick
Well,
that
I mean,
looks like a gun.
it would
you're
be less
going
about
to do that-
artificing. If it was just a stick that looked like a gun, all you would really need is a knife and a bit of competency in woodworking.
True.
No,
No,
if you're
I'm
gonna
just
do that,
thinking
you want to
about
build
you
a scope
stumbling
on it
upon a
that allows
stick.
him to see, be able to drop in just true sight and drop the scope in, and I have true sight now. Oh, there's the enemy.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, the plan. Okay, so we'll start with
Yes.
plan A.
Plan.
Next
Okay,
plan.
we're getting
Okay,
off track again.
Okay, plan. Okay, start with plan A. Okay, so what's the plan?
Okay. From what I understand, the plan is to scout the Sandworm base, and depending on what we see, the espionage or team goes in disguised, poisons their water supply, and then leaves. And the Dragonborn and the other ones that can nuke a continent will stay on standby just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong.
And if worse comes to worse, we do have the wizard with us, so he'll be able to nuke on the inside too.
That's true. I will stay near the gate, out of sight. If things go wrong, I will bust that shit down. So, I knew you were gonna laugh, Alex. Don't fucking do it.
Wait,
I
what?
will
Oh,
beat the shit
I
out of
didn't
you.
even look. See, I didn't even think about it. It's your fault now.
No, I'm gonna beat the shit out of
I
you.
was actually going to say, I guess if 3 are going to be going in, well, no, because I guess technically, Sebastian has both Boga and Sigurd, right? So,
Mhm.
I mean,
Sigurd
I don't know,
technically isn't his own character. He only attacks
right.
based on my bonus action, so he doesn't technically act as his own
'cause
entity.
I was considering possibly having Solera stay out with Sebastian instead of having, well, also I guess like in character wise, Solera ain't got no fucking goddamn shit what's going on, no idea what's going on here, for the most part. So it'd probably be better to like reasonably stay with the big scary guy with big weapon, dog, and kobold, and
Okay.
not try
so-
sneaking into the enemy base for the first thing she's ever done with these people.
So then,
Coward.
I'm going to say this as per,
Maybe I am a little bit of a coward.
as
maybe I
per
am.
a movie series we just watched. Do we have an
Oh, God.
accord?
Oh god.
Shut the frick up.
Do we
Hmm.
have a fucking accord? Is that the plan?
Parlay.
I'm gonna slap you so fucking
You
hard.
started it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
I mean,
what
I
I
guess.
said makes sense.
I suppose.
Okay.
I
Is
think
that the
I'm.
plan?
I think I'm. Sounds good to me.
I think
Yeah.
we good.
Okay,
Yep.
so
That only took us 40 minutes to figure out.
so I need to once again just confirm everything that you guys are ready to do. You guys are heading to the, because there was a lot of talking, and I need to confirm the location you guys wish to travel to is the Sandworm base, right?
Yes.
I believe
Well,
it.
first
Yes.
we're gonna look for an outpost.
You're going to
No,
look
we're going
for.
straight to
Right?
the base.
Or-
Yeah, we're going to
well,
straight
are we?
straight to the base. I
Oh,
I
we
made
know
that
right where it
suggestion-
is, so
I made that suggestion
Yeah,
like
alright.
in case while they're doing something we can be actively attempting to take down another base, but That I think, yeah, that would split the campaign a bit too much.
I mean,
Okay,
all right.
so you guys are gonna get saddled up, and you're gonna head towards where your last marked known location of their base is, which is the one that is up here. I'm just going to calculate this out. Okay, just want to check up something. Calculator, because I'm fucking lazy. Yeah.
Must you sing, Dominic?
So are you guys going to be just traveling there normally? Are you guys trying to just rush over there?
We
Like,
should travel there normally and kind of keep an eye out for any scouts or, basically their defenses as we get close. So we're not alerting them that we're moving straight at them.
okay. So I'm just going to go from this. So the distance that you guys need to cover via your deal here, it will take you probably to get from Helm's Folly all the way up to the base. This will take you about a day, and with stopping to rest, it'd be about a day and a half. So you guys imagine that if you guys kept a decent normal pace, you guys could be there about 4 p.m. tomorrow
Okay.
using the wagons.
Now, so what would it be like if we didn't use the wagons and cut across?
Well, you can use the wagons and still cut across. It's just going to be lower amounts of territory. And I was basically calculating the fastest route.
And we also
like a
don't
GPS.
have to pick up the statue the day it's ready, right? There's no if we don't pick it up the day it's ready, he's gonna fucking sell it to
explodes.
someone else.
Yeah, that is not the case. However, let me just confirm this. So, you guys are going to be able to make it. And so yeah, it'll take you about the same amount of time to get to Scales, about a day and a half from Helm's Folly. So
we have about 10 days. You said we had about 10 days, almost I think a week or 10 days.
Because you guys can cover about 24 miles a day, traveling with the wagons at a normal pace.
We should be fine as long as we don't take like a week during this operation.
Okay, I think we'll be fine. I think we should do it. No, I think no more dilly dallying. I think we should just go for it.
Okay, so you guys are going to start on your long journey to make your way up towards the Sandworm base. So, with your road travel in mind, let's just get you out of here. So, no, I don't. Is this on the fucking... That was supposed... Go to the map layer. Dumbass. Alright, so... starting here. That's not right. So you guys would be able to make it to about here over the rest of your day, and you guys will have to camp out around here. Does that sound good to you?
Should be
Sure.
fine.
I believe, anyway.
It's taking forever to fucking load. Come on, Roll20, go.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Copyright
guys-
strike.
So you guys get to about the halfway point with the rest of your day covered. I'm doing a little bit of changing around because the thing only covers per day. Anyway, so what time are you guys gonna start making your way over there in the morning?
Probably as soon as we wake up.
And when would you guys like that to be?
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Sure.
And and
Damn,
instead of
waking
doing
up
this
in the morning.
dumbassery, it would take you guys.
This some damn room to actually roll my dice on this tree.
Okay, so it's going to take you guys, I miscalculated, traveling at a normal pace, about 11 hours starting on this second day. So you guys would be able to be done at about, you would get there at about 5 p.m. I had miscalculated.
Who said you were allowed to make human errors?
Me. So, staying the night out on the road, you guys don't seem to have anything go on, and so you begin making your way up the road towards where you know the sandworm base to be. However, as you guys are on the way, you do run into... Oh, fuck, it's not. Ugh, hang on. I need to grab this from the other fucking... I
This may sound
forgot...
like a dumb question, but during the ride here, would we have taken anything that would be mechanically considered a long rest?
Yes, you guys could take a long rest while riding in shifts. That's no problem. You guys can all basically get back your faculties.
Get to make more experimental elixirs that are going to be mildly helpful, maybe.
Especially for our infiltration team, we need those numbers back.
I need to basically sit down, right? Because I have a lot of the stuff for this world placed down in my old World Anvil account. And I need to sit down and just get it moved over to the Roll20. And I honestly am just gonna... I've canceled my World Anvil subscription, and I'm just gonna get a Roll20 subscription, because... Yeah.
OMG, Dominic is shilling for
I'm not shilling for
Roll20
anything. I'm just not shilling for World Anvil.
Sponsored? Not sponsored.
You fucking... our articles, please. See, the other problem is I'm trying to do this while I'm streaming, and so things get just a little bit mad.
Well, I got one transformation experimental elixir.
That sounds like fun.
I'm not sure what the extent of what the alter self spell can
do quite a bit.
Okay, there it is. Let me get the. I'll get this added to the actual thing, and I'm gonna make sure I'm on the map and background layer this time, so that I don't make a fool of myself. I have that name. Yes. Yes.
No.
Oh, god damn it, Roll20. Ugh. Fucking
You were saying about switching over?
losing my fool. No, because I had to...
No, apparently I have 2 transformation experimental elixirs.
Okay. Need to lower that size. We're gonna go that. Okay, that should be correct now. You find, because you guys do come up across what appears to be a city on the southern road here, and of course the signage lets you know that you are in the city of Nalwal. And I'm just gonna move the stuff over to the actual thing here. So give me a second.
Who remembers the Narwhal song?
Oh God, shut up! Just shut up.
Very well.
Narwhal swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion because they are so awesome. God,
I also know
that song
people who
sucks.
had it
but I love
memorized. Like, I know someone who can sing the entire What Does the Fox Say song from memory,
Oh God.
and I've heard it multiple times. The fun of Boy Scouts.
Okay. So I've gone ahead and added this city to your maps and your journals as per the funness, and you guys can kind of make your way. Unless anybody wants to try to stop to purchase things, I also need you guys, unless you want to partake in some desert grubs and geckos and various root vegetables that our titular bard could dig up. You guys will have to expend some more rations.
I'm good
Got
with
it.
eating what I find, and I'm looking out for
Ration
anything
time.
poisonous. Because I might need it.
Make me
I
a
am
survival
out.
check. We'll say. We'll see. We'll see if you get lucky.
So, here.
I'm going to eat some of my jerky.
Yeah, I'm eating
Also-
a bit of my rations.
Yeah, I'll eat my rations too, but I mean, is there anything like
Okay.
any plantage to examine around here? Other than like generic desert plants?
You could also make me a survival check.
Mm,
All right, let's see.
No.
Ocularis, that's a 14. Okay. And I'm just waiting on Alex's roll here as well.
Trying to find where the fuck my survival modifier is. There we go. Oh god, it's wisdom. Fuck. Poop. That's 8.
Wow. Okay, you guys do not do so hot.
My wisdom is not great, and I don't have proficiency in survival.
Then why
Well,
would you try?
because why not? I mean, what's the point in not? So, while you don't find anything super interesting, Ocularis, while you're kind of digging around the shrubs in the area just outside, looking for grubs to make yourself a meal, instead of eating those gross, nasty rations, hardtack, bleh, desert worms,
Grubs
you
are nice and squishy, and they explode in your mouth.
You find what looks to be a tiny brown root that has attached itself to the bottom of the dried shrub underneath the sand.
Okay. I'll try and pull it out and see what I can do with it.
Sure thing. With your survival check, we'll say that you managed to pull out two sizable little roots that are growing on either side of the little shrub. They're pretty normal looking just from the start, though they're definitely not the same plant as the shrub, more like they were kind of growing around the roots. You don't really notice anything off the bat, but if you guys want to make me like a nature check, you can try to identify it. Else, you can stick it in your packs for now.
Well, I might as well make a nature check. If it will roll. There we go. Nope.
Ouch. Anybody else wanna give that a go? Help our bunny bard out.
And
Sure.
I
I'll
suppose
give it
I
a
could
roll.
give it a shot. More people, the merrier.
I
And
can.
it's a nature
try.
roll.
Yes, nature to identify it.
Oh shit, baby, that's a dirty 20.
Well, never mind then.
A dirty 20 will do it. So, as you basically you see Ocularis digging around by a shrub as you're waking up in the morning and eating from your rations, and you're like, I'm gonna go check out what he's doing. And he just pulls out these roots that are situated underneath the base of this shrub. And as you kind of like walk up, you actually recognize them coming just from, even from your studies, not being of here. You've heard of these. They call them bulb root. And they're a highly bitter root that are found attached to the bottoms of plants, cactuses, and shrubs in Bulbart's deserts, though the dried shrubs are the biggest way to find them. And from your knowledge, you actually know that the roots grow and attach to these shrubs to drain nutrients from them over time.
Okay. Is that all the information on them? No special properties or anything like that
We'll
that I imagine he'd be
say.
interested in?
So is he interested in poison? That's what you wanted it for, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
While you haven't particularly done anything with it, and so you would have to do some experimenting both ways, you do take note of the fact that it seems to leach energy from the plants around it. So that seems like it might be important.
Okay, well, of course. So Celira will tell him everything that she's recalled about this particular plant from her studies and all that. And make note of the whole draining property.
By the way, please tell me you are proficient in nature, Alex.
Proficient in nature. Well, I'm pretty sure. I am.
Okay, good.
Why?
Because it worried me that you were not proficient in survival.
Well, look,
but nature is fine.
I didn't think about using survival to scavenge for ingredients. That just didn't occur to me.
That's how you forage.
It seems dumb to me that that's wisdom.
Okay, so you do find 2 little ball roots, and they might be worth using as a poison. Though most things do have uses in a lot of different ways.
If he's found 2 of them, I was like, might have one of those if you'd be willing to part with it.
Sure.
Thank you, and she'll take one of the roots and in her pack.
Okay.
The pack. There we go. Thank you. It would not open.
By the way, just gonna call to it again if you guys need to ever remember the things that you have found. I add all of that information to your Roll20 journals. So if you find yourself,
I should check that to figure out how it's.
Yeah. So with that, does again, I'll ask since we kind of got sidetracked a little bit. Does anybody need to stop in Nalwall for anything in particular?
No,
No.
I don't imagine so.
Don't think so.
Okay. With that, then, you continue your trek upwards towards... This is apparently on the wrong layer, because I'm stupid. Layer. Map. Eehoo. Okay. Gonna go there. Just one. Shoot. Okay. So your travels up to the place that you know to be the location are only interrupted by what appears to be a small mound of dirt kind of out in the middle of the desert. That is about the only thing that you guys run into. It definitely looks like it's not supposed to be there.
Well, then we should stop and check it out.
That's not suspicious.
Let's investigate. That way we aren't, getting trapped by something.
No, investigating. I'm good at.
So, as you guys kind of hop down to take a better look at it, you think that judging from the way that it's actually like lifted up on the ground and its various like this oblong shape, the various ways the dirt's piled up onto it, it actually looks like it might be an unmarked grave.
Well, I don't.
An unmarked grave is worrying.
I mean, we should probably see who it is. Would be the responsible thing to do.
Because usually, you don't just bury people out in the middle of the desert.
Don't have to, just leave them out.
This is though an actual burial.
Right. No. Well. Does anybody have any digging implements, or are we going to be digging into this
With
with
your
our
hands.
bare hands?
Hand pick.
I don't think a pick is going to help very much against dirt.
Yeah, but that's the only digging implement I
Well,
really have.
Solera has talons, so I guess if we could see that we're going to be like digging this up to check it, I guess I could be the one to dig it.
I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah. If you want to just be the one to dig it, then by all means
Well,
do so.
I will say, so is there it was sorry, is that just something I would just do? Nothing in particular to roll or whatever.
No, it would just take you a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
So,
just
and
going
upon
to.
discovering that nobody seems to possess any kind of instrument for digging, Solera will simply dig it up using her talons.
Okay. So, taking some time to dig it up, you manage to spot what appears to be a long dead skeleton. The skeleton itself is. Whatever rags might have been in here are gone. They don't seem to exist. Though you do see what does appear to be a fairly sturdy looking leather pouch amongst its bones, though nothing else of particular interest.
Well, at least take a small peek inside the pouch, though probably at least at this point doing best not to disturb it too much.
So as you open up the pouch, what you find is it's filled with a sparkly green powder. Uh, from basic knowledge, you can guess that this is some kind of powdered gemstone.
Powdered gemstone. It's an interesting thing to keep in your pouch. Would I know anything that powdered gemstone would like be used for, or is it just like
all
there?
sorts of things. You can use them for various for I believe you can use them in alchemical as alchemical reagents depending on the gemstone, but they're also used to help like form what is the word I'm looking for? They're basically used to, like, as far as I know, speckled metals, but they can also be used for like magical item creation. I like as a general lore thing.
And that's all that's in there? Just like green dust?
Yep.
Uh,
You could have somebody try to identify what dust it came from or what gem it came from, but other than that,
well,
that's all you got.
First, I'd say, having probably gathered at this point that that there is most certainly a paladin within his group, he's going to like cast like a cautious glance back at the paladin and see if like he's giving her any kind of a dirty look for currently looking through the skeleton's things.
No,
No.
he's not.
He's also
While maintaining eye contact, I'll say she like slowly starts to lift the pouch out of the hole. Like is this? Are you gonna like yell at me?
No.
Okay.
It's
Just-
all
Because I mean, you know, I mean, obviously, I'm sure the stereotypes of paladins that are in the real world are probably also stereotypes that spread in the D&D world. So better to be cautious than go around, you know, grave robbing and possibly pissing the guy with big armor and big weapon off.
I'm not going to decapitate you for looking through an unmarked grave.
Well, then she's just gonna take it and seal it
Especially when
back,
the
close it
paladin
back up.
especially when the paladin has a little bit of experience in this realm before.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Well, Solera wouldn't know that, so.
So you got a pouch of powdered green gemstone.
Pouch of powdered gemstone. Alright.
Okay. So beyond that, you guys continue to make your way up through the desert until you find the what appears to be a craggy mountain jutting up out of the more cracked sand. We're talking more like Mojave sand rather than wispy dune sand. That's more relegated to the coast and the western side, but or the eastern side, excuse me. You could see that on this craggy mountain there doesn't actually appear to be a whole lot going on. You don't see any suspicious looking outcroppings, you don't see any people or even the signs of other people, at least not on a first glance. And you guys kind of park your carriage slash wagons quite a ways away from the mountain, unless you guys want to just ride it up there. Somebody want to make me a perception check?
There's only one for that job.
Only
It's
one
already
man.
rolling.
Jeez.
Sebastian just picks up
Man.
Ocularis and plants his feet on his eyes like a pair of binoculars.
Christ, there we go.
How does
Okay.
a 19 do you?
A 19
Sorry about
does
that.
you just fine. You can see that up on the southern face
Yeah.
of the mountain, you seem to see what appears to be the entrance to a cave of some sort.
What about a dirty 20?
You will see the same.
Okay. Figured it out.
Well, relay this to everybody.
That there's a cave up on the mountain.
Yep.
Cave is... I mean, I guess cave is a start. Not exactly definitive evidence that there's a secret hidden base here, but...
It's the only thing we got, so we might as well check it out.
Do we want to just walk up to it, though, or does anybody have anything that would allow us to get a closer look without actually having to approach it? Or because if it is a secret base entrance, one would be likely to assume that it's most likely guarded.
Do we see anybody around the cave entrance?
Not so. Complete nothingness. You are essentially like looking at an empty desert and a craggy mountain in that desert and what looks like there might be a cave mouth. You have not seen any motion that would imply that there are people
So
or
Well, if
anything
you
of
have
that
a
sort.
glass eye, I can look in there without us going up there, but
why don't
need a
we
glass
do
eye.
that? Have our stealthy, observant characters go up and check it out and report back.
And I'm a little bit stealthy, and I have fly. So if the cave open, or I have fly, I have flight. So if the cave opening you said was up, like up the mountain, right? Or am I?
Yeah, the
mistaken?
cave opening is up further, just a little ways up the mountain.
I don't know. If if that's when we're checking out, I could always fly up there real quick and see if I can spot anything inside.
I mean, you could, but it's also possible that they could spot you. If that is it and they spot you, they'll be suspicious.
We only get one shot at this, mind you. So there's no
Yeah.
retries if we.
I think somebody that can either disguise or turn invisible should scout it out. That way we don't have any risks.
So hey Dom, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
And
So
I'll be right
with
back.
the worms, with the worms that we interrogated mercifully, and the crag sharks that we ran into, how similar are their clothings or so? Like
The worms and the crag sharks have very different clothing. The crag sharks themselves, lending to the barbaric nature that you guys had basically heard about, discovered, etc., etc., their clothes are more like traditional brigands. They have tattered animal hides, they wear bones, they are in a sense, they look like bandit barbarians in a way. Whereas the sandworms wear very nice, what appear to be studded leather armor with their emblem embroidered into it. They don't seem to be as gruff, we'll say, with the exception of the people underneath their clothing.
okay, because I'm just trying to see if I can. I guess honestly, my own personal armor, if I can, I could probably just modify it a little bit, make it look nice, but I could probably definitely pull off the look a little bit if I try, but because I could definitely copy the guys that we killed. Like that's no problem for me, but going about
Okay, but
about
it's no
our
appearance.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the
Clothing
appearance
and
down.
whatnot.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the clothing down because that's the one thing that I'm lacking right now. I would believe is a proper uniform or whatever they identify with usually.
Yeah, you guys, I
But
don't believe you guys actually took any of their uniforms the last couple of times that you ran into them.
Nope. Well, actually, wait. One moment. Sorry, this might take me a second because the internet is very slow.
No worries. And it's probably real slow because of the actual stream that's happening. So don't feel bad about that in any way.
Because I'm tempted to check, because instead of turning invisible, I'm curious about what exactly I'd be able to, like, what exactly the alter self does.
I mean, I could. I guess the best thing I could do, I could just wear this stuff, really, and just make the excuse that I ran into a group of adventurers and they tore my clothing or so, and I just took one of theirs.
I mean, that
That's
certainly is an excuse.
yeah. So that's just an excuse I can come with, and yeah, I don't want to be the one to tell it. Maybe I could be. I mean, I could be embarrassed, and Mr. Bunny Man over here can tell the tale since he's real good with words.
Who's good with words?
I was saying Bunny Man, since he's a bard, he would be the best for words.
You would
Even though
assume wrong.
Am I wrong? Wow, that's a.
My charisma is 16. It is good. It is not that good.
Okay, well,
A
still.
warlock has me beat by a mile.
Also, I just want to say real quick, sadly I checked and Alter Self would not allow me to turn into a regular-sized bird as I had hoped. Because I figured that would probably be something that would keep me disguised, but I could turn into a medium-sized bird if there are any of those. That wouldn't be clearly out of place. But other than that, you know.
I mean, we do have a warlock that has conjure familiar, and I don't know if we can get anything that would fit this area, but if we could, that would probably work out.
My familiar is a pseudo dragon.
Oh, it's dragon.
Top tier choice, by the
Well,
way.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Well,
that.
I could change it, but if I remember correctly, I've already summoned him. He should be sitting on my shoulders and not really doing anything, because I don't need him to do anything.
well, I could get a familiar. We did discuss this already. So we could take time to. You could take time to show me the spell so I can. I don't know if we took time to get me the conjure familiar specifically, and then I can probably make my own familiar. But that's up to you, whatever. I don't know because I never added the conjure familiar. I only have identify and comprehend language.
Okay.
And also for conjure familiar, what would that? Familiar. I think you can get a. Can't you get a snake with that or a lizard?
Probably.
I guess I could just infiltrate with that, and that could be a scouting route.
I'm not exactly sure about the details of Conjure Familiar myself. That is the Skyrim spell.
The Skyrim conjure familiar.
Well, fine familiar. Conjure
It would
familiar.
be fine. Yeah, it would be fine familiar.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been playing too much around myself, and just that's the only thing that came up. Okay, so bat, cat, crab, frog, lizard, hawk, octopus, owl, poisonous snake, rat, fish, raven.
So snake, lizard, and hawk would probably not be too out of
Citrus.
place.
Yeah. Though there's also hoping that they don't have any anti-magic stuff that would conflict with this.
True. So any anti-magic stuff, I'll imagine, would probably also eliminate 90% of our other stealthy observation options.
Yeah, could be a problem.
I mean, I definitely know.
So, Throwing
Yeah,
a familiar in there would be a good way to find that out, if it was the case.
true. And
'Cause as far as I
all we
know,
have.
it's not like it kills them; it makes them just go poof.
Well, all it would take is an hour of Jin showing me how to do the ritual, and then 10 minutes of me casting the ritual.
Man, in the grand scheme of time that we have, it probably wouldn't be too long.
Yeah, no. And it also costs 50 gold from a source, but if we want to, I can take that out of the camp fund. That way, it's not, or because I definitely don't have. I think I. How much gold do I have? I have 61, so I could do it.
You guys are definitely, I think, for the most part, in need of some funds, with the exception of, I think, one of you, but I don't remember who or am going to mention who. So, I think most of you are flat broke because of scales, I think. Or at least Sebastian, I think, is pretty bad.
What the
Fucking
fuck are
place.
you talking about?
I just don't remember if you're broke or not. Like, if Kunj doesn't have that much cash on him.
I mean, I'm open. My personal funds right now are 458 copper, 314 silver, and 26 gold. So I'm not broke.
So
And I mean,
you're
most
pretty
of my
broke.
money is in the most of my money is still here because I put most of it into the camp funds in
yes.
the carriage.
So
the carriage is with us.
Sebastian, would you mind if I take 50 gold out to get me a new spell to use for the infiltration?
I do not. I will then go into the safe, unlock it, and hand him 50 gold.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna I'm gonna have out my book, and me and Jen are gonna. He's gonna teach me he's gonna show me how to do the ritual, and within 2 hours we'll have more answers.
Well, all right. So you guys are going to spend 2 hours getting yourselves set up. Okay. Just to remind you, it's 5 o'clock p.m., and while the sun hasn't fully set yet, it's about to. So the 2 hours that it will take will shoot you into 7 p.m., and the sun is definitely going down, and the light around everywhere is casting down.
Will be better. A nighttime infiltration will be better.
So you can finish with all of your copying and the sort at about 7 p.m.
Yep. Yeah, because so the copying will take an hour, but the casting time will also, it says takes an hour too. So
yes. So you are casting again.
If it's gonna be a bit dark by the time he's done, then a hawk would probably be the best option, because I think hawks can see in the dark, right?
I'll tell you in 5 seconds.
Daytime hunters.
Sure.
You can also, I mean, you can also summon an owl. So if they don't, then an owl would probably also work.
I could send my familiar up there now and save us time.
It's up to you. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how well a pseudo dragon would.
It's just I have to be in 100 feet of. Well, they're a small creature, so as long as he's not flying through stuff, he could probably sneak up there and look in. It's just I'm pretty much going to be incapacitated while he's doing it.
True.
I think.
Okay, so if you guys are cool, I can push this back. Do you still want to copy that spell, Kunj? Because you can take an hour to do that, but he can send his familiar up there.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do that because I think it'll still be a useful thing to have regardless. Just especially with infiltration.
Okay. And so
I would like to just before all this starts, Sebastian, and if you're okay, he's going to enlist Boga's aid in kind of setting up an area where we can all sit and keep watch on everything, because I'm not going to be a part of this infiltration, so I'd like to have the best possible vantage point of seeing the cart and everything around it.
Okay. So you want to set up somewhere, and if just tell me if I'm getting this wrong,
Yeah.
away from the cart to watch the cart.
Is there, well, not too far, not far enough that I couldn't get there, like, in a couple seconds.
What do you want to like dig a trench to sit in? Like
No.
a ways
are
away?
there any like rock formations or anything that I could sit on top of, or anything like that could possibly give me just a height advantage that I could see a bit more?
Yeah, we'll say that there could be like a rock.
Okay, so if there's like a small rock formation, I will go plop myself on top with Boga and the dog.
Okay.
And just keep an eye on everything.
Okay. So you do that, you kind of get yourself in a little in a space to do just that. Okay.
I think I've said I think I will also stay behind here because the 3 people that are going all have like either invisibility or can magically disguise themselves. None of which I don't think anything I have would be able to match up to that, other than just making myself not look how I usually look, which I mean would be useful in a sense, but probably not ideal.
Okay.
Even though I could envision with the sneak squad, I'm gonna stick with the other guys in the back so I can blow some stuff up if needed.
Okay. So are we
always
just
up
starting
needed
with
while
sending
going in.
the pseudo dragon up ahead of everyone?
That'd probably be a best first step.
Yeah.
Sure.
I still have to
Just
be
get
within
a
100 feet of
the
it, but
entrance.
Okay. So, in order to do that, you wouldn't have to go that far, but you can see through its eyes as what is it? And I have to look up the find familiar spell.
as an action, and I'm blind and deafened.
Yeah, outside of your thing. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
outside of my familiar.
Got it. All right. So, just covering my bases on that. So, you make your way up towards the mountain alongside your familiar, and after you get a ways from the cave, you kind of like find yourself a nice rock outcropping to hide in. Make me a stealth check. Well, and we're gonna use that as a basis for what's to come. Very nice.
Yay.
So you find a nice little section in the mountain where there's a natural dip, and there's a craggy like rock that you can kind of like snuggle yourself in, and then you just and you send yourself into the eyes of your familiar and send them up to the mouth of the cave. With your familiar heading into the cave, is it okay if I use just your icon for your familiar really quick?
That works for me.
Okay.
Normally, I just have him sitting on my shoulders, because that's where he's of the most use.
Okay, okie dokie. And I'm sorry. I'm going to look this up also. So you said specifically pseudo dragon. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, Cam, you don't just say things
Oh
are
my
if they're not.
No, I fucking god, I am stupid. No, the find familiar spell does not have like
No, it's because I'm a warlock and I get the greater find familiar.
Oh, you get greater find. Goodness. Okay, so greater find familiar.
I think that's just a warlock thing.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with it because it has a different stat block from the regular one, doesn't it?
It has the same stat block because it's basically just the pseudo dragon,
Let's see.
but I get the choice of 3 special familiars I can have, which I can have the pseudo dragon, I want to say the Quincy, or Quint, or something like that, and an imp. And I went with the pseudo dragon.
Okay, one second. I am looking at the bestiary and everything for a moment. There it fucking is. Why did that not? Oh, because for some reason I spelled pseudo wrong. That's why. Okay, I've got its stat block up now, and we're just gonna go ahead and plop this in here. We're gonna ignore Ruh-roh Raggy. That did not appear to work. Oh, that's no. It was just taking forever. Great. And it's a tiny creature, so I'm gonna just make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm just gonna make it the 5-foot thing because Roll20 is a little weird sometimes. Okay, so hopping you over, you might need to scroll down because it might be at the top. Let's do that.
Box.
That is just a white box.
Mm-hmm.
That's not.
Now
right.
it's a blurry box.
Oh, okay. It's just loading in on this other one. Okay, that makes sense. So while we give that time to load in on the Roll20, your pseudo dragon itself kind of makes its way up through the mouth of the cave and starts walking inwards. It's not really a decline to get into the further portion, and the cave mouth itself isn't too far from the innards. Does it look like it's fully loaded yet?
I see
It's
a
still
little square.
blurry.
Okay. All right. Well, we're just gonna have to go with what it is. So your pseudo dragon can see
60 feet. It has
Yes.
60-foot dark vision, and then like 10-foot blind sight. Because I'm using its senses.
Sorry, polygon reveal is a little weird on me. There we go. So your pseudo dragon comes up into what appears to be, gosh, this looks so oblong. Anyway, a small, tiny little cave with several boxes and crates, as well as some broken bits of wood and what appears to be a bedroll lying up against a small campfire.
I need to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this picture is really blurry on my end.
Yeah, okay, so give it a second. It should fix itself in like 2 seconds. Because what's happening is that Roll20 takes a while to render maps sometimes. Especially if the internet is poo-poo like ours. So can you see it okay? Dusty?
Yeah, I can see it okay.
Okay. So in that case, we'll run with you for now. You can go ahead and direct your familiar to do whatever it is that you'd like it to do.
I guess from here I can't see if there's anybody in the room.
No, the room itself is completely devoid of life.
Okay, so I'm gonna move him further into the room and see if I can see like doors or something.
No doors at the moment. You're seeing just basically what's on the tin. You've got the bedroll here, the unlit campfire. You've got a couple of twigs that are likely used for tinder in this campfire. You've got a crate or two, an empty pot, and there are 2 like shelf-looking things here. They are currently empty and a little dusty.
Okay. I'll just kind of have him make his way around the room.
Can you have your? Do you want him to like investigate everything? Because if you want, he
Not
can roll an
really,
investigation check if you want.
not necessarily investigate anything, but more so have him walk around and see if his blind sight picks anything up more than just him looking at stuff.
Uh,
So I guess, yeah, investigate the room.
Okay. So, making its way around the room and trying to use its blind sight to detect everything that it can. I'm still gonna have you have it make an investigation check. Else, it is exactly as presented and as I've said before.
Okay.
Jeez, fine. It just now loaded for me.
Christ.
Yeah.
Welcome to this internet. Okay. So your pseudo dragon is sniffing around and around, and I'm gonna take the token for a second. He kind of like sniffs around everything and kind of like looks about, and he gets to right about at this shelf, and he seems to spot what appears to be a little notch at the back of the shelf. Like he climbs up here and he looks back here, and it seems like there's a little seam or a notch of some kind.
Okay. But there's like no living presence in there.
You don't. He doesn't see any living presences or sense any living presences from here. No.
Okay. That was more of what I was worried about, is somebody being invisible in the room, and if he's not finding there's an object there that I can't physically see, I'm just gonna have him come back. I'm gonna pull out of the I'm seeing through his eyes and basically tell him that it's a single room. It looks like there's a hidden door,
Okay.
but he's not really gonna be able to open a hidden door and go further, at least not proficiently.
All right. So you kind of join back up with everybody at the foot of the mountain, and you all convene, and he relays this information.
Okay. I mean, I suppose if there's something that seems like a hidden door, we ought to just send. And if there's nobody in there, we ought to just send somebody up to check on it.
Well, I mean, really, I mean, I feel like if we're gonna check on it, might as well just have the infiltration begin there, because
Well.
if worst case, we can try to come up with some kind of weird excuse of our incompetence. If we fuck up or so.
How does everybody else feel about that?
I'm okay with trying to start the infiltration from there.
Okay, so I mean, so Akarars, would you be able to? So you say you needed a shadow to take faces and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I just have to be close enough to them when they die.
When they die, okay.
Then I can hold their shadow for a day and transform into them.
Is a lot more complicated than how I do it, but yeah.
I can also just change my face.
Okay, so you can also do that.
But stealing the shadow also gives me a bunch of information.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello.
So,
I guess it would be preferable to get that information, since it would definitely help out with you being the veteran and me being the casual newbie that
Yeah,
doesn't
that
know
would-
anything.
Require us to probably go find an
Find and
outpost
kill someone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or we
I
could
mean, we could
just
try and find a small outpost if one exists, but
What
depending
was
on how
saying?
long that would take.
First, what were you saying?
Well, we could just go in. Because we're
Sure.
not even sure if this is the base.
Yeah. To be fair, we're not entirely sure about that. We're just we're just assuming, and everything I gathered from that man, that that's the case. And yeah, and I think worst case scenario, if we can get someone alone, we could just probably play idiots up until we can get someone alone. And then once we get someone alone, you can just do your thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And then get information, and then you play that person, and you just take us to the water source.
I think
But
that's
for
a
now,
good.
I'd say let's just go into this room and see what it is before we try making too many complex plans that
Yes.
are for naught.
Yeah. So I guess this is where we start.
Okay, so has
Uh,
everybody decided that they want to group up and move up to the cave?
All of us.
We could.
Yeah, we could.
Are we abandoning the stealth, or are we just gonna go?
Well, we're not even sure if this is the base. We
Yeah.
think there's
Oh, yeah,
a
but if we
hidden
just also
door.
if it is the base and we just go in without even trying to stealth, then we'll just get caught right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
why
we
I'm
can
mixing.
then-
I will stay with the carts, because that way, if this ends up being the base, I won't even risk us being caught. So I'll
So,
stick back and keep.
We just know
watch.
that we just know there's a secret passageway, and I do think this is where we should start the infiltration. So whoever is going to be on the sneaky team should be heading up that mountain right now.
So it's just going to be so tell me who you want coming up to the base. Or the cave, well, excuse me.
Well, I know I'm on the team.
I'm on the team as well.
So, Kunj in Ocularis going in the cave.
Hold on.
I mean, I've got decent, just like I said earlier, I have decent, just plain stealth, but I don't have anything that would like disguise me or blend me in.
Mhm.
Well,
Especially
Now that-
given that I'm, from what you said earlier or the other day, Dominic, I am a very unusual, race to be seen around here. So I would stick out like a sore thumb, most likely.
Well, I mean, just being the way that Owlin are, they're more unusual than everything, but it's not like it would be unheard of to see your kind wandering around anywhere.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure they would probably know, like, hey, I don't think we had an owlin among us.
You know, I don't think this big bird was in the ranks.
This tall bird in a plague doctor mask stands out just a little bit.
So we have Kunj and Ocularis who are going up.
I guess Jin will go with them.
Okay, Jen, you're gonna go as well. We'll put you guys up there.
While staying behind with Sebastian, I roll to pet the dog.
You do not have to roll to pet the dog, but you can. Should you?
I roll to pet the dog. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll shut up.
Roll animal handling.
It's gonna be
Oh.
roll the pet the dog, get natural 20.
Let's see.
You pet him really good.
The dog is happy.
Yeah.
Animal handling, that'd be a 14.
Yeah, you pet the dog. Congratulations. Okay, so we have Kunj, we have Jen, and we have Ocularis. Is that everybody that's going up?
I believe so, yes.
Yep.
I think the only person we haven't heard from is Jamberman, but he mentioned only earlier that he was going to stick behind.
That's correct.
Okay, so you three Make your way up to the mountainside and towards the mouth of the cave, and you guys find yourself inside. Oh, fucking shoot. Alright. So, you are inside the cave.
I guess it's time to look for that passage.
Yep.
So, Jin, you know the passage to basically be behind this shelf. You imagine that moving this shelf or swinging this shelf out in some way will definitely reveal the passage.
I'm going to do a closer investigation on that shelf. Make sure there's, like, no traps or anything that my familiar missed.
Sure, make me an investigation check. Your investigation check does not reveal any traps, though you can tell, as you're kind of like sifting through it and looking over it in full, that there are definite scrape marks on the ground and also footprints that are just faint enough to be hard to see. Lots of them, by the way. So it's definitely a high traffic deal.
I'm gonna tell my buddies there that this is definitely where everybody comes in and out of. And then I guess I'm gonna try to open it.
Alright, you can hook your hands into the shelf and you're going to open it. So you pull the shelf backwards and it swings on almost a hinge. And it swings out into the room, revealing a path forward. There we go. And you can see light filtering in. You've got how much feet of vision? It should be like 60, obviously.
120?
Yeah. So seeing into the room, and you're just kind of like standing looking into the passage?
Yeah.
So as you look into the passage and you head into the full room that's just ahead of it, that piece there is an archway, well designed, well cut, but that doesn't catch your eye because sitting on a crate in the corner of the next room past Brazier is what is clearly a bandit who is staring directly at the door. And as he sees you, then, without any other actions, he says, "Oi!" And he, like, hops off, and he starts moving around, and you hear his footsteps, along with a few others, coming out after you.
I'd like to cast telepathic bond on us.
Yep.
Okay.
Skype call.
And you hear the guy in the back, by the way, shout, "Hey, we got trouble!" And you just begin to hear a lot of motion.
Oh boy.
Okay, so other than casting telepathic bond, are you doing anything? They're filtering out of this hallway and into the cave.
I'm also gonna cast invisibility on myself. I'm just gonna disappear.
So you just disappear? Okay. So with this guy right next to you and you start to disappear, everybody roll me initiative.
Went wrong.
Right out of the gate.
We opened the door. That's what we did wrong.
So I'm confused then, because he was disguised, wasn't he? Or am I stupid and just
No, there was no
No.
disguise.
We didn't really have anyone to disguise into.
Opening the door.
There was not a whole lot of stealth shit that went down before opening that door. So
No.
yeah.
How
And
loud
those
is
probably
three-
could
this
have talked them
commotion?
down if you didn't immediately start trying to go invisible while they were looking at you.
Though there is 3
Well,
guards
they
for
said
3
there was
people.
trouble and they were coming at me, and I just boop, because now I can get behind them.
They are plugging
So-
up the hallway there pretty good. There's 3 of them. So
Yes.
are you gonna dimension door? Like, what's your plan there?
No, I'll work to it as they file out of the room. Though I'm going to be first in the initiative. it
Okay,
looks like.
so what do we have for initiative? Jen, you got a 15.
Yeah.
Let me click myself. I forgot to do that. Click.
Okay, and Ocularis, you are going first, obviously, with a fat 26, and so Kunj got an 18. Okay, all right. So with the guys all filtering into your space here, you are the first to go. Ocularis, what are you gonna do? Jen, I'm
So
gonna
is it-
mark you as invisible, though the guy right next to you knew you were there. Before
I'm
you
not
did.
invisible. Ocularis is
I am.
invisible.
Oh,
Ocularis is the
Ocularis
one
is
who went
invisible. Ah, sorry, I missed.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I cannot become invisible.
Doesn't
That
everybody
was
wish
me.
they can though?
Right?
Well, I
People,
can-
the girls
I could-
walk around.
I could turn you invisible if the worst case comes, but yeah.
And we're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so. And it's not exactly dark in here.
No, there's in here. It's a little bit more dim, especially since the sun is going down outside. But in the tunnel past that shelf, there is light shining from the brazier that you saw in the area there earlier.
I can't remember right off. Doug, do you have dark vision?
I am a changeling. I don't think I have dark vision as a changeling.
No, I don't think you do.
I'm looking up real quickly the 5e changeling.
I mean, and honestly, it kind of seems like everything but humans have dark vision in D&D.
But yeah, I don't think. Yeah. I don't. Go up.
From what I know, I'll check it. Change.
Nah. At least from this, I'm not seeing any.
No dark vision.
Yeah.
So I can't just put out that fire and give us an advantage, all but me who doesn't have dark vision.
I mean,
No, I
you
think
take
I'm
out
the only
that.
one in the group with dark vision right now.
Though you take out that fire, I won't get disadvantage for attacking them because I get advantages in the dark. So it would just.
I mean, I have dark
So-
vision, but I didn't come because I was assuming it was going to be a completely undercover operation.
That was the initial goal, but
Didn't work
Yeah,
out.
I
that
opened
way,
the
guess.
door and the guy was right
well, let's wait. Let's wait till after this battle because we don't know
It was a
who
secret
knows.
bandit base.
But
I
we don't know
said it
who knows.
earlier that
But,
probably
but,
be guarding the
but we
entrance.
don't know who knows though. We don't know if everyone else is alerted yet. So if we do this
I'm
quietly
going
and quickly.
to sidle up to the hallway
Okay.
so I can kind of look in. Ooh.
Yeah. Do what you need to do because I'll be fine.
Prestidigitation range. I did not mean to roll that. I bumped a button.
No worries.
10 feet. Dang it.
Yeah, you'd have
What
to
I
get
thought it was
closer.
gonna be. So I'd have to
I-
get
Sorry.
closer. I'm not really sure I could sneak past them right now. But if I
I'm really
attack
not sure
them,
who told you guys. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'll shut up.
once I sneak past them, I'll lose. Once I attack them, I'll lose invisibility. For now, I think my best bet is to ready up at the door. Wait till they pass so that I can go through.
Okay. So that's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna sit at the door and ready yourself up for what in particular? Just for the next person to come through, make an attack,
Or
or you just
till there's enough room for me to get past so I can put out that light.
okay.
So even if they have friends coming, they have to work their way through a dark hallway to get to us.
Okay, we can certainly do that. So if that's going to be the end of your turn, it's going to be their turn. And so the guy at the front is going to go first, and he shouts, "Box 'em in, boys!" And he moves without even bothering to check for the kinds of attacks he might take. He runs right past you, Jen, giving you an attack of opportunity. And he's gonna run right here.
All I can do is swing at him with my jabbing ring.
Go ahead and make an attack roll then. Ooh. Okay, that's what, a 10 to hit?
10 to hit.
A 10 is unfortunately not going to hit, so you take a swing and he does manage to get past you. With that in mind, this next guy is going to move in. He's going to go 5, 10. He also runs past you. 15, 20, 25. And he blocks himself in there behind you. So you can take another attack if you want to. Or actually, that's your reaction use. You cannot.
Yeah.
And then this guy is going to go in here. 15. And he's going to kind of like... we'll go here. 20. He's going to move in 25. He's going to move there. You also hear the footsteps of the other people that were called. So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
This is where
30,
the fun begins.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He can't really... He's going to move here. 30... 5, 10, oh, fucking Christ, there's a lot of people in 15, 20, 25. He's gonna go here, and then guys stepped up. Okay, for now, that is going to be the end of their turn. And that brings us to Kunj. It's your turn.
Well, Kunj is making mental notes of where everyone is right now because I'm taking a guess of what the our lovely bird's gonna be taking it. I guess.
way that I would be able to hear what's going on.
Nope.
Not at
Has
all.
not been enough
Not
noise
yet.
for you to hear down by the carts.
It's been some mild shouting at best.
Okay. Well,
Though it's looking like stealth is no longer an option, and I'm getting ready to go loud. And I figure I'll just start turning this mountain into a honeycomb.
all right. I shall simply stay.
So
Say the
I guess
first.
I'll ask Arcaris.
Gee, Sebastian, your dog sure is cute.
Yeah, and
Thanks.
since we can actually speak telepathically, I'm gonna start bringing this up. There's more
Oh,
people
God.
coming down this hallway, and it doesn't look like stealth is an option anymore.
So going loud. Got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the party notified with my. Gosh, this is gonna take some taunting and some other stuff, but I'm
Even if you
gonna.
could just like shoot something out the door to something's wrong.
I was gonna just hit him with my boom blade, taunt him, try to get him to move, and that should make noise.
Yeah.
So
So
that's really swap.
so you're gonna use Booming Blade on. Let's see.
The guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Or whatever. Yeah.
All right. So make me the attack. It is an attack roll for Booming Blade, I believe.
Yeah, it's just I just do my normal attack roll with the rapier,
Yes.
but yeah,
All right. So
everything's wrong.
make me your attack roll.
I
Okay.
got 11. Ice.
Yeah, an 11 is unfortunately not going to hit, and as soon as you make your attack, this guy is going to use his readied action from last turn. He is going to try to grapple you. So he's going to make an attack roll.
Swear to God,
And that'll be with... I'm just looking at that blocks. No, he's gonna miss his grapple, unfortunately, as his reaction move, though.
You know, with him fuddling there, I'm gonna use that opportunity, him trying to grab me, use my bonus action to make a dash to try to get behind him since he's trying to grab me and everything else.
You won't be able to move through his space unless you want to do a what is it called? A tumble, which would take your bonus action. Though you're gonna need to make an acrobatics check, and you're gonna have to beat an acrobatics check by this guy.
The guy who just tried to grab me.
Yes.
But failed.
Yes, he's still blocking your path. So if you want to make an acrobatics check to get past him, you can.
Well, I guess it's either this or death. So, 13.
Okay, he's gonna try to beat you. Oh yeah, you are unable. As soon as you try to like dash past him, he quickly shoves you back. He's like, don't think you're going nowhere.
Well, I'm gonna do the last action I can do. I'm gonna yell.
You're gonna yell. Okay.
Yep, for a reaction, I'm gonna yell loudly because fuck it, we're going loud.
Okay, here we go.
You just start yelling, and there is an echo that heads down to the previous, down to everybody who is gathered up at the carts down below. All of you guys roll your initiatives, but we're gonna continue with this one first. In response to you yelling, the guy goes, you think that's gonna help ya? You best be thinking about surrendering. And,
well, that stealth mission didn't last very long.
No, it didn't.
They never do.
So before I start moving up, I draw my blade and start madhouse sprinting up the hill.
So yeah, it's gonna be a hot minute before you guys can get up there. So I'm guessing everybody's gonna gather up. Why is this the wrong fucking? Why is this the wrong fucking size? Hang on.
Take off. No, would me flying up to the cave opening be any faster?
What's your fly speed?
Well, my fly speed is the same as my walking speed, but I was just thinking in terms of the fact that I imagine to get up there would have to be climbing, or is it just a straight path up there?
It's pretty much a straight path. I will say that you can maybe, if you fly, be the first one up there. Because it's going to take these guys a couple of turns to actually get up to the mouth, because it's around 100, we'll say it was around 120 feet.
Yeah.
So you guys would be able to get up there in 2 turns to join your buddies. With you, you will shorten it, and you can maybe be up there in 1. Who else we got? I'm still waiting on Jamberman's initiative roll.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I'm also trying to add a turn for Sebastian, and I can't, I think because my internet is shitting itself. Add turn. Add turn.
How's the stream going? I can't check the stream. Is the stream still alive?
It looks like it.
The stream is still alive. We seem to be just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, from my end,
I realized I haven't been moderating because I'm a
what,
dumbass.
What was your roll, Alex?
11.
Okay.
So I'm literally last to go.
So Jen, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
You can see into that brazier, right?
You can see into where the brazier is, yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna raise out my hand and cast Fireball. Right on the center of that brazier.
Okay.
Practiced a fireball?
Yeah, I can cast Fireball.
I thought Warlock didn't have fireball. What the heck?
It's because I'm a Fire Genie Warlock.
Oh, okay.
It's
that
one of
makes
my
more
special
sense.
spells for being Fire Guy.
Gotcha. That
Special
makes a bit more
spells for a
sense.
special boy.
Okay, so a fireball, and let me just remind myself, is a.
8d6 if I remember right.
Well, I'm not asking for damage. I need the range, which is a 20-foot radius sphere.
And
Just
it's a
gonna.
dexterity saving throw against my
Okay. So these.
17 or better.
Okay.
And a 20-foot radius.
So the whole room.
Okay, so we're gonna do a couple of rolls here. Dexterity
Fireball
saving throw. You guys aren't proficient in dexterity saves, so it'll be just these, and there's gonna be. Okay. Okay. So we have this front guy here. Roll me the damage if you would, and we'll go through this. Okay, 24 fire damage. Okay, so this guy
Wow.
fails, and he is gonna take. And again, remind me of your DC. It's
17.
17. Wow, ouch. Okay, so this guy fails. He's gonna take 24 damage. He is still standing, unfortunately. This guy is gonna fail. This guy also fails. This guy succeeds, this guy succeeds, and this guy fails. Moving on. This guy succeeds. This guy fails, and then the last guy does succeed. So your fireball starts at this brazier, and it just thumps out and just shakes the entire place, and it shakes the mountainside. The flames belch out of the hallway in a way after the fireball is finished, and you hear lots of yelling and screaming as flesh and leather burns, though it doesn't appear that your fireball killed anybody, as nobody that you could see has actually dropped.
Okay.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, I don't have any reaction spells, so I
Okay.
figured that was the best use of my attack there.
All right, Ocularis, you're up.
I apologize. I polymorph into a stone golem.
Okay, is that a large creature? I think.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you: are you sure you want to polymorph into a stone golem?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna polymorph into a stone golem and grow big. What are your updated stats as a stone golem?
My
For
AC
HP?
is 17, my hit points are 178, and I'm immune to poison, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magic items.
Okay, and you said your AC was 17?
Yes.
I'm just gonna mark that down in a blue bar so I don't forget it.
So now anything that's in this room until our paladin shows up, I'm going to squish.
Okay. Why does that suddenly say 14? 17 roll 20. I would appreciate that. Okay.
Also
So
gained dark vision.
so is that what your turn is going to be?
Yep.
Okay.
I
It
just
is-
became from invisible to the biggest, baddest thing in the room.
All right. And that's I'm just going to say then that the invisibility is dispelled because you're
Yeah,
big.
it would be dispelled.
And it's now the enemy's turn. So they're going to move in 5, 10, 15, 20. And while there's a big guy right there, You can make an attack of opportunity as he moves to continue to box in Kunj.
Just
Okay.
lock the
Oh.
fucking door.
And you'll
That's
basically get
nice
2
roll.
attacks of opportunity. As these guys start to filter in.
Roll 1d20. Give it my plus, which is small, 10. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 is going to hit on the first guy. So
Okay.
roll me some damage.
That would be 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh my
So this
god,
guy
I just
takes-
saw how many fucking people are in the room.
This guy here, this guy takes 11 bludgeoning damage from your attack of opportunity. Still standing, but he is very hurt and he grunts. He make an attack roll for your second attack of opportunity, which will be on this guy.
How does a 22 sound?
That'll hit. Do me some damage.
I think we're gonna kill a
21?
guy.
Hey, quick question for Jin. What level are you casting your spells at? I totally just had this occur to me.
5th level, because that's what all my spells cast at.
How did you only deal 24 damage with a fireball?
I got like 3 once
Oh.
or
I would do it.
something.
So your
That's like-
swing, by the way, Ocularis, on this guy's passing, knocks him to the floor and bludgeons him to death. And yes, so he dies. There is hang on just a second. Need to do a couple of things.
So I'm gonna tell Ocularis in our telepathic Skype call. So we're gonna grab a body and we're getting the fuck out of here.
Go ahead. I will slow as many down as possible. And I might kill the entire camp as they're coming out of this hallway.
Yo, if
'Cause
you
they
do
can't
that,
hurt me.
There's no point in stealth mission now. If we run now, their defenses are just going to be basically doubled if we come
True.
back. So this
This
is
is
our
a-
one opportunity. This is it. We're
This is
assaulting them.
Blitz- Yeah, this is Blitzkrieg.
If you had
We gotta go.
one shot, one opportunity to kill all the fucking sandworms in their base, would you take it? Would you let it slip away?
so like it would be great to get information out of one of them
Steal a
though.
car, would you?
Well, then knock one out.
And I apologize for this taking a
We-
while. I'm trying to get some stuff.
I mean, if we met,
you for taking a bit of time in this situation, Dominic.
Yeah, I kind of messed up.
I think
Y'all collectively
I-
messed up.
You fucked up. Now you fucked
mean,
up. You
if we
have
pull
fucked
this
up
off,
now.
Oh boy, if we pull this off.
Also, do not loop me and Cameron into this fucking.
Oh no,
group.
no. The rest of you that were staying down at the camp, y'all did just fine. There's a lot of
No,
bad...
it was my opening the door without thinking about, yeah, there should be somebody behind this.
Okay, so we got a little bit further to go here.
And the one guy who isn't in disguise opening it up. So, or at least somewhat believable disguise.
It even cast Disguise Self on me, which I have.
Doop,
Well,
doop.
it is what it is.
So
at least
there's
with-
that.
At least with this way, if we pull this off, I mean, we can brag about this to a lot of people. This is
If
definitely
we don't die.
true.
Not
Do
dying is
series
the
of
ideal.
strategic retreats. If it gets bad enough, we can always run away, grab the carts, and run a distance away, hide, and then rest.
Yeah.
Even
Well, I
if
should
we
be able to handle
do
quite a
end
few
up-
of them. I think you
Not
guys
So
are
even if we do end up having to
underestimating
flee,
the
we
goal.
are probably going to be able to put at least a chunk in there or a chink in their defenses here. Like, even if we just kill all the people that come to us here and then run.
Okay.
I can
So-
solo a Tarrasque right now.
There is
Oh
that
my
is
God.
all of their turns, and they are before you notice that they don't attack you right away, and a couple of them just shout, "Last chance, guys! Give up, and we might just show you mercy."
Big ol' Doom Golem in the corner. Give up. What?
Already killed one of the guys.
Here's the problem, Harley. Can you even understand them right now?
Yes. I can understand common. That's it.
Oh, yay!
So, Sebastian, you are heading up the mountainside with everybody. You aren't able to make it to the cave on your first turn, though you are dashing.
Sure?
Yes. Are you good? Even if you misty step, you're only 90
Okay.
feet out of the required 120.
Okay, I'll dash.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So,
I shouldn't have said.
You
"Are
and
sure?"
you and Celira are on the same level, and
Dominic
because
literally
Celira is
accounted
taking the
for my
straight shot.
bullshit.
No, trust me, I know. Kunj, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm a bastard.
Well, I'm gonna take a note from our bard for a bit earlier. I'm gonna disengage over here, and I know I don't have much room to work with here.
It's really
You're gonna have to
bad.
climb on top of that crate.
Yeah, I am,
Okay.
and I'm gonna turn invisible for a little bit.
If you're gonna okay, so
Really
you're gonna
not good.
try turning invisible. All right. They do know where you are, so you're gonna have a hard time getting anywhere once you're invisible. But I'll do it. Invisibility, ho.
I mean, they're still gonna have a disadvantage if they try their swing over here, though, because they can't
Hey,
see
that's
me.
not
Sure.
nice, Dominic. Just because he's turning invisible doesn't make him a hoe.
You're right.
And
That was the wrong icon. Sorry. You are not depressed. You
I
are
mean-
invisible.
Dust.
I could
Move out of the
do
way of the door.
uh,
I will plug the hole.
well, I'm
That
staying away
was
from the way
kind
of
of
the
what
door.
I was thinking.
Okay. Just
Yep.
want to
'Cause I
make
was
sure we're on
gonna
the same
move.
page.
So is that all of your turn, Kunj?
Yeah, and I guess I'll just have a reaction if one of them takes a swing at me. I guess, or if any of them manage to hit me, I'm gonna hit the one that hits me.
Jin, it's now your turn.
Okay. Gonna try to step around this guy here and over here.
So you
Which
are
will-
going to take an attack of opportunity from this guy and this guy. So you're going to get 2 swings as you try to get past him.
Yep.
Okay. They both are going to take some swings. So what do they got? Okay, yep. So that guy's going to swing. He misses. And this guy is going to swing, and he misses. So both of those attacks do not hit you as you move up onto those crates.
Yay. Now I'm going to sword burst. Because they're close enough, that's what I got.
All right. Let's, you're going to sword burst. So 5-foot radius, spectral blades, all the creatures make a dex save, or take 1d6 force. And for you, I think that should be your level... Yeah, so it should be 3d6. So go
Yeah,
ahead
it's
and roll me
3d6.
damage. The one guy that can get hit by it is going to make his dex save. 8. That's not going to happen. So he's going to take the damage. Let's see what you got.
Why is it wanting me to put in a level for this? Whoa, what? That is not what that's supposed to do.
I see
Higher
10
level
force.
attack.
Do you want to take that 10 force damage?
Oh my.
128 higher level cast.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Just roll. Just
Rogue
type
channeled
like
the whole
What?
universe into his spell.
that was the ultimate. I'm going to grab the entirety of the weave and use it to cast my cantrip. Are you cool with that 10
The
force
gods
damage? Because
appear
that sounds
behind
like
him
it
and
was
just-
calculated correctly.
Yeah, the force damage was.
Okay.
I don't know
That's
why
fine.
it casted at like 128 level.
So you
But-
hop up onto the crate and you
How many
cast a
pans would it
sword
take to get
burst,
there?
and it slices this guy with some force damage and knocks him a little bit, and he grunts. He's still standing though. Salira, you're with Sebastian. You are pretty much at the same spot. You guys are gonna make your way. Are you gonna cast? So, okay, so unless Cameron, are you not casting Misty Step if you're not gonna get there using it on the first turn?
Well, save my spell slots.
Okay, so
at least,
Salira,
try.
you're a little bit ahead of Sebastian. You still are gonna need to get in on the next turn, but you will still have part of your action. Jamberman, you are also with Sebastian.
All right.
And that brings us to the top with Ocularis. It's your turn.
And
I
I'm
just want
guessing
to
I
ask whether I could potentially shoot into the room with my 90-foot range.
You can't see into the room from down the hill. I would let you do it, but you're gonna hit friendlies. You won't be able to shape it because you can't see.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
I'm guessing I can't just step kind of by that guy who's in the doorway, can I?
You, as a creature this large, you are going to have a hard time even fitting in the doorway. The doorway is only
I
5
know.
feet wide.
I'm a cork on a bottle. I want to stick my butt in the door so nothing else gets out.
You're gonna have to push him out of the way so you can make a shove attack.
Well, in that case, I'll just attack him.
Okay, make me an attack roll.
I was
Does
so
a
killed.
27 hit.
A 27 will hit. So let's see some damage.
18.
All right, you wheel your arm over and slug the guy. He takes a considerable amount of damage, though he does appear to still be standing, if not heavily bruised and with a broken nose.
Okay, then I attack him again.
Okay. And that
Does
same
27
27
hit?
will also hit. Yep.
How about 20 damage?
You slug him again, knocking out several of his teeth, but he's still standing. If you remember, these guys are pretty dang tough, but he looks like he's pretty much on the brink of death now with that attack.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. And with that, the enemies are here, and noticing that there appears to be no attempt to surrender, he says, "They aren't surrendering, boys! Give no quarter!" And they just start piling in, and they're going to start taking attacks. They're going to filter further into the room here. Kunj, you can take an attack of opportunity on this guy as he steps over here to help continue to plug this doorway here.
I could take an attack of opportunity, but that would reveal me.
I mean, you are still in the same spot, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So these guys are going to
Fine.
position lightly to help get others into the room. This guy, he is very upset. He moves here. This guy's going to move in here. This guy's going to move in here. This guy is going to move in here. Give me a hot minute while I get everybody moved to their correct locations here. It's going to be a while.
My companions might want to start moving towards the door just so that they aren't surrounded by enemies.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We will get there.
Just-
Would that be possible?
If possible, head that direction.
Full disclosure, once I get to the top and can peer into the room, I'm going to launch a full damage fireball to blow everything in that room to smithereens.
I like how no one's walking on their buddy's corpse.
Oops.
I kill
The
them, I'm
respect-
stepping on them. They're turning to mush beneath my feet.
They respect. They might be bandits, but they're respectable bandits.
Respectful. Oh my gosh.
I see a
Alright.
nice, beautiful line forming that makes me very excited.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if we can just kill a lot of these guys, I mean, even if we retreat, I mean, the damage is going to be done here.
Yeah, if I can get in this doorway, we could probably take out the entire camp with just me standing there.
All right. So, big hulking ass boy. You are gonna take a lot of attacks this round. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna take 5 attack rolls. So let's see what we got. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, that is not going to be enough to do, except for the first guy. He is going to land a hit.
Cringe bandits.
I think the first guy's the leader or whatever, that or the highest in charge. It's like, guys, attack him! That's him, and then everyone else just fucks up.
Okay.
Is he using magical attacks?
No, and you have resistance to that attack, yes?
Immunity to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical.
Ah, immunity. Okay. Well, then in this case, he does not get to do damage to you. His attack does bounce off of you. Jen, you are going to take an attack, though. So let's get an attack for this fella. Let's see.
Polymorph stone golem. More
That
like
22
polymorph
gonna
door.
that 22 is going to hit.
Yep.
And you're going to take 30 damage as he absolutely plows his sword into
Wow.
you.
Frickin' die, dude.
That should leave you at 86 out of your 112, or 82, excuse me. Not 86. I don't know why I said that.
No me gusta.
There we go. But with everybody else there, that is unfortunately all they can do because there is a huge plug in the system over here.
I'm slowing him down as best I can.
Sebastian, you are able to make it to the mouth of the cave with your last dash, but you are unable to make an attack. You do have your bonus action.
That'd be my turn.
Yeah, and that would be your turn. And you see, like, as soon as you burst
Can
into
I
this
say
room,
no to that.
you see piles of bandits who suddenly
Can
wheel
I-
around and see, "Hello, you big blue iguana. Want to join the fun?"
No, can I say no to the dash? Can I go 30 feet, then Misty step 30 feet into the room?
Sure. You can use your Misty Step to get 30 feet into the room.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. And, would I hit Coon if I paralysis breath?
It is a 15-foot cone, yes?
Yes.
Let me just check here.
I think he would.
Yeah, you would hit Coons with a
Okay,
15-foot cone
so
breath.
unfortunately, I can't do that. So I'm just gonna basically teleport in the room and scream
Teleports
surprise, and I'm
behind
going
you.
to
Nothing
and I'm
personal,
going to
kid.
slash him at the nape of the neck.
Ah! Make an attack
I'm
roll.
gonna try and kill him like he's a titan.
He claps his hands like Edward
Okay.
Elric, and he
And
transforms into a
that's
titan.
gonna hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I just
Alright.
imagine him Misty stepping in, doing the full Levi spinning blade into the back of the neck.
Alright, and then bam, and then
And wait, so
bam.
Harley, you said you wanted to be a stone golem?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just now realizing this. You're casting polymorph, is that not right?
Yeah.
Polymorph does not allow you to become a stone golem.
Oh.
You can become a beast.
Ah.
Now see, with a
Dang it.
bullet, I didn't think about that. But
I think a bullet is a beast.
let me see.
Sure, a bullet's a beast. Or is it a monstrosity?
It's a monstrosity.
Oh.
And I mean, here's the
Okay,
thing. I would
nobody-
consider a monstrosity kind of fair game, but Stone
Yeah,
Gold.
definitely
I'll-
really
True
depends on the
polymorph is the
monstrosity.
one that.
Yeah, I think True
Look to do.
Polymorph doesn't actually.
Well, we can't take his ability away to. Oh fuck! Can't take away his ability to turn into a bullet because he's been doing it the entire fucking campaign, and I don't.
So
Let's say a bullet is a bestial monstrosity.
There you go.
Well, if you don't like that, there's not really much beasts outside of really low level things.
there are first off there are plenty of beasts, so I don't know what the
They're
hell
all
you're talking about.
monstrosities
Into an
after a certain
ancient
point.
Red dragon. Yeah. Also, Dominic, I have dealt shit for brains damage.
What is your
for-
CR max that you can turn into?
Because it lets you. Is it up to level?
Yeah, there
Uh,
are certain challenge ratings that you can go up to depending on your level. Just look it up.
I'm looking it up right now. Polymorph.
Must be equal to or less than the target's level.
So it's a challenge rating of 12 or less.
Yeah.
You could go monkey mode and become a giant ape.
Monkey mode. Monkey mode.
Monkey man.
Yeah, a giant ape is a beast, and it's CR7.
Monkey magic.
Yeah. But that's where a lot of your beasts start ending is at 7.
Yeah, but
Unless
still,
you count like Hydra and Naga.
giant ape's got like 157 hit points, and absolute like you are doing about the same amount of damage.
Yes, but
And
the
to-
whole reason I like the Golem is immunity to damage.
I mean, that's probably why Polymorph doesn't let you do this, TBH.
Yeah. I know True Polymorph lets you do other than beasts because you can polymorph objects into other things. That's how you make Golem.
So we'll go with giant ape for now, and we'll leave everything as it had happened, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
We could just retcon saying the first guy just missed.
I'll even let you keep the same HP, though I am gonna knock the AC down to 12 for giant ape purposes.
And we also, with the bullet thing, we could just say that he's special and he can turn into a bullet.
Yes, he has special bullet powers, and that and as a consolation, you can have a point of inspiration because I feel bad for missing that. So what was your attack?
So I rolled 15 damage.
15 damage.
15 damage for the first strike, and then I rolled a 15 for my second strike. Does that
That'll hit. That'll hit. So
Okay.
15 damage on the first. You oof this guy. You cleave right into him, surprising him, and an additional 14.
Hold on.
Okay, an
Ta-da,
additional
18.
18. Okay. So with that in mind, so let's see. 15, 14. Or 15,
And
18,
that'd be my turn.
33.
So I slash at his neck and then slash down his chest.
Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna make sure I'm not stupiding this. Because I think the math is right in my head, but of course I'm absolutely dumb. 15 plus 14, obviously, or 18. God, 15 plus 18. 15 plus 18. Okay, yeah, so. Yes, I was right. I'm not stupid. He is still standing, but you essentially cut him so bad. You know what? Your slice takes off his left arm.
Ah!
You dismember. You did way over half his health. You just slice off his arm in this surprise cleave, and he just starts spraying blood on his buddy
And
over here.
As he's spraying blood, I'm just going to, like a cheesy movie star. Why didn't you invite me to the party?
Kunj, it's your turn. You just heard that sick one-liner.
Sick one-liner, quote unquote.
This is all just gonna cringe real quick, and then
That's what I was going for. Thank you, Kunj.
You also, by the way, Harley, do have your 10 HP in this form as well, from your artifact. Anyway, sorry, Kunj, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think here, because, well, I guess now that the cavalry has arrived, I can go from being stealthy to being a bit more direct with, being a bit more offensive. I guess when I reappear, I'm just gonna stab the guy right in front of me with the booming blade.
This
with my
guy?
rapier. So let me just do that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss and I'm visible now. Oh,
Okay.
hi. How are you?
Hi.
Also, I just noticed something. Didn't you say I was supposed to get here before Sebastian?
Well, no. What I said is that you're going to get here and you're still going to have your movement and your full actions.
I thought you said I was
He
gonna get
wasted
here
a spell.
first.
He wasted a. He's technically first in the initiative order. He also had to waste a spell slot just to be able to get an attack action, and you're just going to be in and be able to do whatever you want. Because
Okay, I think I
because
just misunderstood
point
what you
A,
said.
point B, hypotenuse.
So,
Okay.
yeah. I'm just tell the guy, hello.
Hello.
Hope your day's going well.
Best for us, not for you.
We'll
Little
see
does
about
he
that.
know that Sebastian's angry and wants to stab. I
We'll see.
finally can stab.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna. I guess that's all I can really do at this moment because I cannot move anywhere. I am stuck in this position.
Okay,
So,
Jen, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to do another sword burst
Okay.
because this guy's close.
And this other guy is also. So they're both gonna make a dexterity saving throw. That guy
Another-
fails. They both fail.
Another 10 force damage.
You got it. So your booming blades slice into these guys, and they get battered, but they are still standing.
Memories of me missing 3 booming blades in a row by rolling 6s.
I mean, Kunj is living that right now.
yes, I am.
All right, Salira, you arrive in the mouth of the cave, and you are met with 2 guys. This guy on the left, though, he has absolutely no left arm.
Sebastian is
It's on the floor.
currently.
Okay, so as soon as Salira lands in the mouth of the cave, she's immediately going to lift her arm up with an arm-mounted device, or like a mounted device on the back of her arm, and I'm going to quote-unquote cast Caustic Brew, which means every enemy currently, I believe, like directly in front of me has to make a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid.
Okay, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a. Just to make sure it's 30 feet. Yeah, no, those 5, they all have to make some throws.
That's what I was talking about when I said the lovely little line.
I also love that
Okay.
this is a little bit after I just asked the guy, how's your
Fail.
day? It's like, not...
What's your DC?
Okay, so
The
forgive
spell
me.
save DC.
What am I looking at for this?
Your spell save DC.
So
It should be on the
okay,
back
so I
of your
think
sheet if you're using
my-
mine. Auto-calced.
right, yeah. So mine is int, so that'll be 60.
Okay, so fail, succeed, fail. So this guy in the center here, he does not take any damage, but you can roll me your 2d4 acid damage.
Well, it doesn't actually, as far as
Oh,
I
no,
know,
right.
it doesn't
It's at
actually
the
do
start of
damage
each of
on
its
the turn it
turns.
lands, but on the end of each of their turns, because I'm casting it as a 3rd level spell, they're going to take 64 acid damage at the end of each of their turns.
What's a good acid icon?
Kunj
poopy stinky.
Potion.
Kunj Cooch wants to make the comment the guy in front of him. Still a good day?
Oh no, stinky.
Hey Dominic, you should put an icon on the guy that I slashed, so like dismemberment icon.
Hold on. I'm making these guys have the stinky lines because now they stink like acid. So stinky.
Yeah.
This will not matter
Yeah.
soon, as I will blast them all to oblivion.
Still having a good day, sir? Are you sure about that?
Acid. So yeah, that's that.
I'm going to also just gonna say I'm going to press a small button on my ring and have that third level spell slot come back to me.
Yahoo! Thank you,
Now I have to wait
Infusions
till
for
dawn.
Artificer. Because Artificer
Hi,
is fun.
guys.
Okay. I'm gonna make that is the Void roll 20. Go. Jamberman, you arrive with a dash to here. Do you have anything you can do as a bonus action?
No.
All right. Well, then you are here. I had to stick you in the wall. There is no wall. That's the mouth of the cave.
Woohoo.
All right. Ocularis, back up to the top of the turn. It's yours.
Okay.
Giant's Ape.
I swing at the guy in the door.
Door. That'll hit.
21 to hit.
Monkey moment.
That'll be big hitties. Whack him. Break him, John.
Frank of John.
31 damage.
Ow! You absolutely, like, he just walks into the room, and your giant monkey fist plows into his head. And you know what? I'm gonna say you give this man a concussion and possibly brain damage. Ow!
God. It'd be amazing if that killed him in one shot, just turned his fucking head into a red mist. with
No,
one
but
punch.
now he definitely has depression. Ouch!
I'll
That-
try and
A depression in his
that
head.
does a 26 hit.
A
Oh.
26
That's
will
like
hit.
More damage.
So you damage his brain, and his like face is caved partially in and bleeding, and your fist just comes in and you punch his head directly off of his body. The man is dead.
Holy fuck! The bandit is dead. The bandit is dead.
The bandit.
Now,
That's
since
my turn.
it looks the enemy turn is coming up, so I want to ask real quick: how would you have me do it? Would you want me to roll 4 or 64 for
Roll me
each
the
bandit,
one.
or-
Just roll me the one, and we'll apply the damage to all of them.
Okay.
Because that is how it's gonna be. Unless you want to roll it that many times.
I mean, it's up to you.
Nah,
I think obviously
I
that would
think
take-
we'll do a flat damage for
a long time.
everything. For damage
They
over
all,
time.
like 10 of them crit you.
Okay, so with that in mind, it's the enemy's turn. This guy, they are all in this room in particular. They're gonna take the disengage actions here to start piling over here and making room in the room. This guy climbs up here. This guy's gonna climb over his butt. Oh, roll 20. This guy's gonna crawl over his buddy, and he's gonna make his way in. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he is also gonna disengage and go over here. And so
boy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 with a disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 with a disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is going to make an attack at you, which will hit.
That's a lot of bandit.
These are a lot of banditos. Your big boy monkey form takes 29 damage. So that will be... You have 149 left. Actually, it'll be 159 with the 10 temp HP getting knocked out by that attack. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's also going to take a swing at the big fucking monkey. That's not what I meant to roll. That will also hit. I'll re-roll the damage on that. So that's an additional 32. That's 127 of your HP in this form remaining. So here we go. That's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He gets right there, and one more attack. Which will hit. Wow, they're rolling really high today. It's an additional 29, bringing you down to 98.
This is Poonj getting attacked? Remind me.
No, this is Ocularis getting attacked. Everybody else has essentially taken the disengage action, and they're piling into the room. We got 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to climb on top of his buddy, who I'm going to move out of the way temporarily for Roll20 purposes. We're going to go for another attack, which is, ow.
Oh dear.
Oh, geez.
I expect to do over 400 damage in my next turn.
Oh boy.
They're clustering so freaking much. I'm gonna do like 400 damage.
Oh boy, that's a lot. I'm gonna just boost this up to like that. We're gonna take 39 with a crit. Oof. Alright, so you're down to 59 HP. And alright, we gotta keep moving people. 5, 10, 15, 20. He can't go any further. This guy can't go any further. This guy can't go any further.
Oh
do
my god!
Do you guys have any fucking idea what you guys walked in on here?
I'll kill 30 of them by myself.
You know what? I take no more responsibility than that. You do what you want to do,
and
Jammerman.
close the door. We could
Yeah.
probably hold out, but we just need to get this door closed so they stop flooding in.
Yes.
I'm trying, but I can't dig fast enough through the bodies and corpses.
That's okay, I'll turn them all to ash and then we'll be good.
What about the ones in the base that are still flooding out?
I'll kill all of them in the immediate surroundings and some of the hallway too, then you can close the door.
Okay, that's that. Sebastian, it's your turn.
Immediately going to start off by, can I see Ocularis?
Yes.
Don't
Okay, I'm
misty
going-
step, you need to stay exactly
I'm not
where you
Misty Stepping. I am not Misty Stepping. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Ocularis to give him
Okay.
some more AC.
Which should bring
I'm
him up to
going to
14,
then-
yes?
Yeah, and then I'm
Okay.
going to slash the guy in front of me. Which... Does that hit, Dom?
That will hit. Yes.
Okay.
So your slice on this one cuts this man's jugular, and he is down.
Alright, and then with my second, with my movement, I'm going
Oh,
to...
right.
move in
Alex,
right
roll me the damage, for your acid.
Oh, right. Alright. So
Oh, while
let me
he's
just
doing
double
that,
check
Dominic,
to make sure I know the right damage.
I'm gonna move into the space right above, stepping onto his corpse,
Mm-hmm.
and then the guy directly to my
go
right,
64.
I'm going to slash him as well.
Okay, let's see a hit.
Okay.
4,
No,
7.
no,
Oh,
that doesn't
you
hit.
fall off the counter. 4, 7, 9.
Yeah, 7 is not gonna hit, unfortunately.
But that will be my
15?
turn.
Okay.
19, and then 1 moment, and I'll be with you, Dom. Okay, so, now I believe as as an alchemist artificer, I believe pretty much everything I'm casting involves my alchemical supplies, like as a
Yes.
focus.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so I have Alchemical Savant, which is when casting a spell using alchemist supplies as a focus, add a bonus equal to your int mod to the roll if that roll involves any healing or so that would mean I would add that to each of the individual rolls.
Not to the
No.
damage, to the attack roll.
Well,
Hang on.
if
All
that
right,
roll
hang on.
involves
What is
healing
it? What
or
is it called?
damage.
What is it called? The feat?
Alchemical Savant.
I believe it adds it to the attack or heal roll.
Just a moment.
But
At 5th level, you develop Master Command. When you cast a spell using alchemist supplies, the spellcaster must one roll of the spell. That roll must restore hit points or be a damage roll that deals acid, fire,
Okay.
necrotic, or poison. So intelligence
One roll, so I
modifier,
would
you
only-
get just 1 bonus of your intelligence modifier to the damage.
Right. Okay. So, and it sounds like it could also apply to the hit, I'm guessing, if you missed. Or if you
No,
wanted to make
it
sure
only
you
applies
still-
to
No?
damage or healing.
Okay. Alright, so that's figured out. So then I will be dealing not stellar, but I think reasonable, 23 damage?
23
To-
damage? Okay.
Yep, every single one of them.
Okay, so that guy gets outsheed for
Sorry, that
23
took so long.
damage. This guy
I'll
melts.
make sure I edit what I have.
This guy melts due to acid. So he is fucking dead.
2.
This guy melts due to acid. He is fucking dead.
Okay, I've got it fixed on my sheet now. So
And this guy melts due to acid. He is fucking dead. The one standing right in front of you did not die, but he is still taking acid. Alright,
Okay.
so with that, Kunj, it's your turn.
So, would I be able to, in any way, shape, or form, see this guy right here?
This man?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see him. You can see him past the thick monkey cheeks.
Okay, I'm
God.
gonna finger gun him with the firebolt.
Oh, okay.
11. I
An
miss.
11 will miss. Man, you are rolling 11s all day today.
I am. Well, I guess that's it for me. Cause actually, hold on, wait. Let me check a spell real quick. See if I can cast it. I don't think so. I think it's an action. Let me check. Yeah, no, it's an action. So I guess I am. That's all I can do.
Okay, Jin, you're up.
I'm gonna grab onto my cloak of mountain back, I believe that's what it's called, and use its charge of Dimension Door and move myself way the heck down here.
Okay, you managed to slip yourself out of the mouth of the cave using Dimension Door.
And I believe that would be an action,
I believe so, yes.
so I can't do anything else.
So it was the cape of what? Cape of the mountebank?
Yes.
That's Dimension Door. Lightly obscures the space you left, and the space you appear in dissipates the end of your next turn. Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. So there's a stink
smoke
cloud.
bellows out and I disappear.
Yes, sir. It doesn't
5e
say.
tools does
Yeah, it's
not
an
have
action.
one.
Mhm.
So you are out of the cave, though, safe and sound.
I was trying to figure out how to do that and grab the other two that are in there, but there's just not enough room.
Don't worry about me. I still have ways to escape.
Same here.
By the way, Kunj, this guy down here is dead, so you could have moved. You could move into his spot if you want to start like running. Just so you know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I guess I'm gonna do my disengage, so I don't get attack opportunity and move right on this guy.
Okay, and you can move through
And-
Sebastian's space. He would be able to let you. It's just enemies.
Oh,
So you can make your
Okay,
way
good.
out
Well-
into the hallway with everyone
Okay.
else.
okay. Okay, then I'm there then.
Okay. All right. Is that all you
Okay.
had, Jen?
Yeah.
Okay. Lyra, you're up.
Are we escaping? Is that the plan?
Well, I just didn't want to be boxed in and hit all the time.
Yeah,
I
same
do
here.
not have the armor to deal with that.
All right, gotcha.
Oh boy.
So,
I'm gonna make a space
am-
outside the cave, by the way. For things to
I keep-
happen.
Trying to check something on 5e tools, but it is not fucking loading for me right now.
What are you looking to check? I'll look it up.
It was kind of just a general look over. I wanted to make sure I was not getting anything wrong about alchemist spell slots, because I know sometimes like the level you cast them at is like weird depending on what class you picked. Like, can't Warlock only cast at their maximum level spell slot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Warlock
don't
Yeah.
think.
Wanted to make sure
I
there
don't
wasn't
believe
anything like
that artificers have any of that jargon.
Okay.
Warlock is the
No.
only exception to that rule. Really.
Okay. Well, anyway, so what I think I'll be doing if the the monk, or wait, no, not the monkey plan on also trying to get out. I forget.
Not yet. I have
Well, I
to
mean-
at least wait until my turn to
Well, I mean,
see
yeah,
if I
but
can manage it.
I guess I'll just cast flaming sphere on. Well, I can't cast it over here, so I guess here on this tile,
Uh,
which should be in range.
Yes, I believe so. So there you have it. Flamey spear. And
Right.
so it's just these guys. Are you gonna leave it there to make these guys make a dex save?
Can I? Oh, wait, right. I can move it because it's a bonus action. So, well, I mean, I think they have to make a dex save initially either way. Like if they're within 5 feet of it.
No, just when you end. Hang on.
Oh, is it just when they end their turn?
Flame sphere.
Oh wait, I'm stupid. That guy's. Wait. I'm sorry. Can I change the position slightly because I just realized this guy was dead.
I mean, yeah. And it's any creature that ends
Okay.
its turn within 5 feet of
Well-
the sphere.
Well, actually, I guess it doesn't matter actually because it doesn't go over a person when it moves. So sorry. So yeah, spawn it there, and then I will use my bonus action to, I'll say, ram it into this guy.
Okay, so he's gonna make the dexterity saving throw, as well as.
And I'm casting that at just level 2, so it'll just be 2d6 fire damage.
14 does not beat your AC, so go ahead and roll some damage.
Alright. 4, 8, so then 12.
Okay, he takes 12 fire damage. It singes him quite a bit as it collides in with him, but he does still appear to be standing.
And the main plan of ramming in there is that there will be fucking 7 of them within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
And I believe that's all.
All right. Moment of truth, Jammerman. It's your turn.
I will cast Fireball at 5th level, shaping it around our bunny bard
Oh,
so
boy.
it doesn't damage him at all.
Okay,
Centered
where's
on
your
this
center?
point, centering it on this point right here.
Okay, so it's gonna get everybody in that room up to this
This
guy.
I believe. Yep.
Okay.
Roll deck save.
Yep.
17 is the number to beat.
Okay, let's see some saves. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. There are how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're gonna roll 13 d20s. Each one of these is treated as 3 more. And you said it was 17 is the number to beat?
Yep, so only 3 of them succeed and 2 of them crit failed.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go from these top to bottom. Roll me the damage.
45.
Oh, boy.
Actually, that's 46 because the ones get automatically changed to 2 thanks to my elemental evocation of fire.
Okay, so 46 damage. So for all of them who fail, this guy dies.
boy.
This guy dies. And you said 17 again is the number?
Yep, 17 is the number, so only the 3 that succeeded.
There are
will
4
take
of them that
half-
succeed.
4 of them?
Yes, this guy who rolled a 14 will roll a 17. That succeeds.
Oh, they have a +3. I see.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I just can't
Okay.
roll. I can't roll the dice that many times without really fucking up with the rolls.
I got you. I got you.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
So the first 2
So-
die. This guy takes. He's gonna take. Let's see. 4, 5.
They'll take 23 damage if they succeed.
Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be 23 because I'm nice and I let you guys do raise up. So 23.
Oh, I do 46 regardless because that one.
Oh yes, that's right. Right. Okay, so
Fucking stupid
3.
asshole. Did you remember?
This guy, despite saving, he also dies. This guy, he dies, and he dies. Okay, so these 3 are gonna die.
Told you guys, I got this.
Let's
then.
see.
I wasn't expecting a light show coming up here.
This guy is gonna succeed. He is going to be taking again 23, so he's got that left. This guy dies. He dies
God.
He dies real deadly. This guy
Murdered
is
deathily.
the only other guy who succeeds. He is gonna do. Okay, so he's alive. This guy dies. This guy dies. And this guy dies. Alright.
Smells great in here.
It smells like cooked bandit. Ocularis,
So
it's your turn.
Can I just slam the door
Well.
with that dude in it?
Make me a strength check and we'll say you can.
I want to beat him in the face with the door.
Okay. Yeah, make me an attack roll, we'll say.
Attack roll. That'd be that I think. 11.
Okay. That will miss. We'll say that he steps out of the way, but you can at least shut the door.
Okay, I'm holding the door shut.
Okay, you hold the door shut. Is that all your turn is gonna be?
Yep.
We'll move this guy. We're gonna move this guy's body for purposes. You'll move here, and we'll move you here.
All right, sweet. We've slowed the new guys. Now we can slaughter the few remaining barely alive guys, and then we can commence Operation Breach and Sear.
God.
God.
This
Okay.
looked like it was going poorly for a moment, but
You forgot you have a freaking wizard on your team.
Oh, I haven't forgotten anything, you overconfident shitfuck.
It's still going poorly.
Good
Trust
lord.
me.
Anyway, so with the door shut, line of sight has been removed, but you guys have stopped the current flow. It is now the enemy's turn. I'm gonna need to take just a second.
Well, if nothing else, we definitely crippled them.
I mean, it
least
depends
I
on how
hope.
many they have.
Well, we know
Because they might
Over
have more
50.
than the Crag guys if they. Because it was the Crag guys who had over 50, right?
I believe that it was the shark the ones that I.
And
No,
again,
it's
I'm
not
gonna point out that 50 was a low ball number.
Yeah. Also that. So
Yeah, but I still imagine that if it was over 100, they wouldn't have said 50.
well, so
It's
this is
Still
they still lost men, and that's all that matters.
I'll be
I mean,
just
we could
another
just-
second.
Instead of like assaulting their base, we could just stay in this room, keep opening and closing the door to only let a few of them filter in.
Except they have the teleportation thing, so they can just teleport outside. So
Oh,
that
that
would only work for
didn't
so
know
long.
I didn't know they
Yeah.
could do that. So then we
Yeah,
should
they have
probably get out of
teleportation.
this doorway because then we might be pincered in soon.
So
Yeah. So
these guys who are left, this guy's gonna move up here, and Salira, you're going to take an attack.
Okay.
Yeah, 19 is gonna hit you just barely.
Yep.
Hey Jen, how many more spell slots do you have?
2.
Because I haven't actually, I haven't even drawn my like weapon or shield yet. So.
So
Oh!
Salira, you're gonna take 19 damage.
Oh, for a second I thought, I thought that 28 was what I was taking.
Yeah, but you took half because it hit you on your AC. So you're down to 77 out of your 96.
Wait, I thought. Wait.
You not have a
I thought you
19
said
AC?
they rolled a 17.
No, it's a
No.
no, it's a 19. Your AC is 19.
Wait. Wait. Huh?
What the fuck are you talking about? 16 plus 3, 19.
On my page it says 15.
15 for what?
My AC, numbnuts.
Oh, is your AC 15?
I think so. Because I have studded leather, which is 12, and then my dex is +3.
Yeah, so that's 15, and then so it would be 17 with your shield. Okay, because you said 19.
19. No, it would be 19 with my shield because I have enhanced defense on it.
Okay, well then yes. All right, then it is 19, and you take. So I was right, and you take half of 28 for 19 damage.
Well, if you're gonna tell me that I have my shield up, even though I never said I pulled it up, then okay, I'm gonna.
What do you mean? It is a piece of armor.
No takesies backsies.
Listen, I can't.
No takesies backsies.
Anyway, Ocularis, you're taking 2 attacks this turn. We're just gonna get these out of the way. That's 1 is gonna hit, and that second one is gonna hit you just barely. So, the first one does 39 damage, bringing you down to 20.
Isn't
Yikes.
Ocularis' AC at this moment 14?
Oh, yes, that's right, actually. So he doesn't take any damage.
From the second one.
From the second one, anyway. So the second one is gonna miss.
You're back, homie.
And I think that's all of the people in this room who are still alive. All right, Sebastian, you're up.
All right. So I am going to immediately sprint straight forward right here, and I'm going to start striking.
You know what?
Guy,
You know what? Hold on.
but
on.
I'm going to use my bonus
Let me clear these dead bodies, so that
Okay.
there's a bit more visual clarity on who's still alive. Granted, I'm still keeping track of them. They're just going into the abyss.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Oh, wait.
to have Sigurd-
Before anything else, I forgot. Oh, you need to make me a Constitution saving throw, Alex,
Well,
to maintain concentration on Flame Sphere.
Ah, right. B. That'll be a 12.
How much damage did you take? Yeah, that's not going to be enough to maintain the concentration on your spell. So the Flame Sphere is going to dissipate.
Womp
Was
womp.
that was pretty much a waste fucking second level spell slot.
Sorry, Sebastian, go on ahead.
I'm gonna run up on this guy. And
'Cause
I'm gonna
nobody
use my
ended their
bonus action to
turn
have
with-
Sigurd attack this
Oh.
guy.
Oh, Sig is, oh shoot. Sig is outside. I don't have Sigurd on the board.
He should be with me.
Okay, here is dog. We'll put the dog.
Okay, dog.
Dog.
We'll say the dog can
Dog.
move in. He
I
has enough
deployed
space
the
now.
dog.
Suddenly manifesting dog.
I have deployed the dog.
Okay,
And
so
I'm gonna have the dog. Now, hold on. I need to check my sheet. It's been a while since I've used the dog.
hang on. We need to get little kobold boy out here too.
Okay, he does a +3. Oh,
Twinned.
the dog. That is the dog's roll.
Yeah, that'll hit. Let's see some damage from the dog.
The The Cobalt has been spared
Yay,
the brutality
God!
of a dozen men being
A
rushed to
good
blood.
7, and
He's going to bite, and he has to roll DC 11 strength saving throw. Or be knocked prone.
Yep.
So he's attacking this guy up here.
He is not knocked prone. Oh wait, he's not attacking this guy?
Yes.
Oh, so he's going up and around here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a different person entirely. But
And
still.
then I am going to slash at the guy directly in front of me.
Okay.
Circus. No!
And that's a whiff.
But I'm gonna take another slash.
And
Really?
that's a whiff.
Really?
Oof.
Sorry, bud.
Smash is not having a good day.
So going to say, slash me, you fucking oaf.
And, anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay, Kunj, you're up.
I'm gonna move back into the fray and slice at this guy that the paladin tried to slice at.
Okay,
Surely
let's
we
see an
both
attack.
can't fuck up surely I can't fuck up again, right?
Surely.
Okay, there, better.
All right, you got a hit. Roll some damage, and he gets booming bladed. But let's see some damage.
Okay, I mean, yeah. Let me just go ahead and look. Gosh, it's been hold on. Boom blade. Why do I never have this up whenever I moved away from it because like, well, I'm not gonna get. Okay, there we go. Okay,
At
so-
11th level, 2d8 and 3d8. So you'll deal an extra 2d8 thunder damage.
Okay, 2d8. Okay, so, and then okay. Let me just. Okay, so where's there's roll 20. Okay, so I would roll what in total?
Huh?
So I would roll because I get extra 2d8, so it'll be so it'll be like 3d8, I guess, in total because of the 2d8 I'm getting from the boom blade, or
It should be a 1d8 for piercing, and then the rest for thunder. So I guess, yeah, 3d8.
yeah,
They don't
3d8, and then
If they don't have any resistances or weaknesses, you can just roll.
No, they should not.
okay, and I'm just gonna do the +6 for the 1d8, so it'll just be actually, yeah, you know, I'll just roll it and then +6 on top of it. So
Okay.
So 19.
19, yeah.
All right, so you stab on into this guy, and the boom of the booming blade, just as it pierces into his skin, just causes the entire underneath of his skin to like ripple, and you could just hear the squishy sounds of organs being destroyed, and he drops dead.
Nice.
Epic.
Okay, yeah, okay, good, okay.
Just fucking
Um,
bass boosted fart noise and he drops dead.
I got you, Sebastian.
I'm going.
Okay, that's it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's still your turn. You got
It's
anything else?
Your turn.
Oh, no. I guess my mic didn't pick that up. I said that'll be it for me. I don't think I can do anything else, so I'm good.
All right. That means Jin, you're up.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
good idea.
start blasting.
Can do.
Go blast this guy in front of. Yeah, our owl in there.
All right, that'll do for the first and the second and the third. So he takes a total of 26 damage. You blast him 1, 2, 3, pow, 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 leaving huge force burns and bruises on his body and knocking him to the floor dead.
Epic. Only one left.
Lyra, Or unless Jen, do you have anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Celira, what you got?
Well, since it's one dude, I don't think I will be expending any more spells, so I think I'll simply just here, you know what, to make things easiest for any, just in case, well, this probably isn't going to be enough. I'm first going to move up behind this guy, which I think I can do.
Yes.
Alright. And then, yeah, I'm just going to make a regular melee attack. So, let's see. Sorry about this. Sheet's being slow. Ah, dear. That'll be a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
That'll be a 16 to hit.
Yes. That'll
Alright,
hit.
well, you
That'll
said
hit
that,
him.
you said that like questioningly.
No. Okay. What's the damage?
Holy shit, dude! I don't know why you're getting fucking mad at me. Christ.
Well, this is the second. Just roll damage.
I'm sorry.
It's all good, bro. Let's just
6.
go so we can fight
My
the next guy.
God. 6.
Okay. You attack him with your whip cane for a good 6 damage. He is still standing, but it did hurt. And he whirls around to once again get ready to target you. Jamberman, you're up.
Only one guy left, right?
In this room, yes.
Firebolt time. Oh. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And that's 11 damage.
All right, you sear
Sorry,
him.
actually, scratch. It doesn't matter. It's 3d10s, but I think he's dead anyways, isn't he?
You're gonna need to roll me 2 more d10s,
Okay.
just for that, but we'll see.
Okay, it's another 8 damage.
Okay, so yes, he does die, though he was very close to not. You sear him, get him in the back of the head, and leave a burn mark, and he falls forward at Celira's feet.
Cool.
Okay, so...
Alright. This room's clear for now.
Ocularis, it's your turn.
Hold the door, monkey man.
Yeah.
I've got an idea, if
I'm
you
gonna-
guys are willing.
What's up?
Sure.
I have got that small barrel of bronze caltrops. I can run up to them and pour the barrel of caltrops over, and we can open the door and let them come through and get hit by the caltrops, and we can siphon them as they come through that small entryway.
Or I could throw a fireball through it.
Well, until everyone's prepped to go through this door, I
mean,
want to
yeah,
hold
sure.
this door
Actually,
shut.
yeah. Actually, while we're thinking about it, maybe we should, like, heal since some of you guys are close to dead.
Well, I have this fun spell called Tiny Hut. One of the things it does is it stops creatures and objects from passing through it.
Do you want to,
So
like,
if-
put it in front of the door or something?
Fill the hallway with Tiny Hut and take a long rest in the hut.
Yeah,
That
but if
sounds
they have
like
a
not the
teleporter, they
intended
can
purpose.
teleport to the entrance and come after us the other way.
Yeah, but there is a 10-foot dome they can't get into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
all
we
of
can't
us.
all fit in a 10-foot dome.
So here's my
Are
expectation.
there more than
guys.
9 of us?
So real quick, let me think. I think that we've killed probably like 10 or 15 of them. We're expecting like another 30 at least. Just at this place. There are probably some out on patrol elsewhere that aren't at this base. But I do not think that we currently have enough health or spell slots to kill that many guys. We should think about maybe clearing out a few more than making a break for it. Well, I've done significant damage to them, which was kind of our goal in the first place anyways.
Well, that's if that was actually significant damage. I mean,
I mean, killing
Sorry, I'm
20
just
dudes
clearing more
is kind of
bodies.
significant.
Could be. I mean, for all we know, they could
Yeah.
have an army of
Unless they have,
400
like, a
plus, and we
couple
barely
people.
even touched them.
That's why I'm saying we clear this next room so that we have enough breathing room to make a run for it. Because if we
mean-
stay here much longer, we're gonna get surrounded, and then we're just toast.
Yeah, because they definitely have more than one ways of getting into the space and getting out of it. Because
I'd
we
just like
saw
to-
that. Yeah.
I'd just like
Everybody-
to casually mention that Boga is gonna get one shot at if we stick around.
He's fine.
Well-
He's a warrior.
If you take full health HP in one hit, you die automatically, no death saves.
He's fine. He'll
If-
be fine.
I
He's a
mean,
warrior. He
somebody
dies
here
like
does
a
know
warrior. he
Revivify.
dies like a-
If we want to get away, if you guys run, once you guys are good and out, I can drop my polymorph and teleport 500 feet away.
Yeah.
Using
We have
Dimension Door,
options here. Like I can
and
cast
that will
Fly
give
on
us
half
a
of you, and then we
good
could just-
head start. Then I can do all sorts of shenanigans to get farther.
Yes.
You know,
I think that we have the capacity to get out right now. I'm just asking, do we want to try and clear this next room or not?
I think we should fight until we can't fight anymore.
Okay.
Because running now is, well, a lot of us
The
are
smart
still
thing to do.
pretty damn good.
It's the smart thing to do.
I can
Well,
also heal.
in
I
order
also
to go
have
forward,
potions
I
of
have to
healing.
drop my polymorph because I can't fit through the hallway.
Yeah, Ocularis is on like 20 HP right
Yeah,
now. He will die
I
to
can
one
heal
hit.
him.
Well, he's
Okay.
polymorph is on 20 HP.
Mm-hmm.
I can very easily heal him
Alright.
without even using a spell slot.
So regardless, I think that the plan for this turn at least is Harley's going to continue to hold the door. Do we want to take this next round? Say that is there going to be any combat if we just have him hold the door, Dom?
Oh, there's gonna be stuff. So, there are people behind this door. This is not like the monkey
I
has.
I
There-
imagine they're going to be pushing on it. So
Yeah.
if he was to take his turn to hold the door, would we be able to spend a turn re-prepping ourselves for the next turn?
Sure,
Like,
I would
we
let
did
that
a bit.
happen. I would let you guys take your turns. The enemies are gonna take their turn next after Ocularis, but he can sit and hold the door.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do have a 23 strength right now. I'm a strong boy for a minute.
It would be very difficult for them to push down the door unless they have like some wizard on the other side that's just gonna blow it open. So, do you want to take your turn to do that and just have Sebastian heal and then we get out of here, or are we gonna try and clear the next room? That's what I'm asking. Are we gonna?
Are
are
we
we gonna
going to run or fight?
Yeah, are we gonna stall this turn and then run, or are we gonna stall this turn to get re-prepped and then clear the next room?
Because we need the turn to prep either way, just so that we can get everyone into position
Yeah,
to handle the wave of enemies that's going to be coming through this door.
Because it's a little bit different. If we're gonna like run, you can just put up the hut and block the door, and then they can't get to us for this turn, and then we can get ready to run. But if
Well,
we're gonna go in there, then you just hold the door, and then we heal, and then push through.
Yeah, I hold the door until next round when I drop my polymorph so I can go through a hallway.
So, group discussion: are we going or are we staying?
Everybody, I will
mean,
abstain.
I'm in favor of leaving because it's gonna get bad if
Also-
we don't.
I am also in favor of getting out now because we did, like I said, even if it wasn't very significant, they definitely felt our little punch there. So
Well, even if we didn't kill them all, that was a significant amount of people we took out.
yeah,
This is
That-
going to slow them down for a while, and if nothing else, they're going to not want to be set up here a whole lot longer, because now we know for certain exactly where they are. We can come
Yes.
back with guards, we can come back with help, we can come back with, whatever, barrels of gunpowder and
Yeah.
kick down the hole.
and,
You know,
and we'll probably
could
back a lot. Go ahead.
like 4 of us know invisibility, I think, right? So we could just launch repeated sneak attacks and pick them off every once in a while.
Yeah.
So
And,
it's not like we have to
and,
do it this time.
and we can recover faster than they can get more men. So I mean,
Yeah.
Also true.
But,
And
also
if everybody
something
says
fun
go,
like
then I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be the outlier here.
we can also do fun stuff like just roll in a barrel of gunpowder in their cave, blow it up, and let the cave start collapsing.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I could totally just use Move Earth and just collapse the cave entrance.
Yeah, but that would prevent us from getting in.
And
Yeah.
if they have any secret entrances that we don't know about, then we
Well,
wouldn't
as
be able
long
to
as
get
we
them
know
anyway.
where.
It would force them to use those alternate exits, especially to chase after us. So if
Yeah,
we are
it'd
gonna
give us
leave,
more
I'll
time.
collapse. Yeah, if we are gonna leave, I'll collapse the cave entrance behind
Yeah,
us.
we still know where it is, so we can
And I
reopen
can
it.
collapse it just as easily. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he can do that with me in here because Dimension Door will move through the mountain.
Yep.
I'll just
Okay.
appear 500 feet out.
Alright.
Okay, and the one thing I do want to do, I want to definitely grab one of the bodies for Archeolars to do his thing with, so he can get any information out of them.
Most of them are a little
Any,
crispy.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. What do you need for the body, Archeolars?
Well, I've seen faces, and I was close enough. I stole a shadow, so I should have a
Okay.
shadow from Goon number 6.
Could you
Okay.
pretend to be
so-
a survivor, but you're super injured, perhaps, and maybe
Too
they'll
risky.
take
Too
you
risky.
in?
Yeah.
I'm
They'll be
not
on
sure they
too
would
high
trust
alert.
anyone right now.
Yeah.
I think it's too risky. So I think
Either-
that's the plan.
Either way,
Drop the
then
hype,
if
lock
he-
the door, and then we'll get out of here.
yeah, and then collapse it, and then we're out.
Okay, so you're gonna hold the door, Ocularis, then?
Yeah, for this turn, I'll hold the door.
Okay.
Let everyone else get a move on.
All right. So, with that in mind, there is a lot of shuffling behind the door, but you are feeling some pushing, but after a moment, it seems like the people are shifting around a little bit back there. So we'll start with Sebastian. What are you doing on this turn for prep?
Okay, I'm going to use Lay on Hands. Hold on. Sec. I need to remember. I have my full pool, and I just need to find. For some reason, I can't fucking. Ugh, my sheet's lagging out. There we go. There we go. Sorry, it's been a while since I've used this. So I have 100 and yeah, hold on. Again, I am very, very sorry about this, guys.
Just give him like 60 HP or so. That should be enough to hold us out while we're making a run for it. He just needs to not die.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out how much I have in my pool.
Yeah.
So, okay, I only have 60 in my pool, but I also have cure wounds and stuff. So it's not like I.
Yeah. Well, we just got to get away.
All right,
and to
I'm
put up
gonna
Tiny
heal.
Hut would take a minute. So if you guys just book it,
I'll heal
close
you
the door,
for
I'll teleport out.
30. I'll heal you for 30 if we're running, so I won't use my whole pool just in case.
Okay.
That should be fine.
So you heal 30 HP, and as they're still trying to break through the door, right?
There is motion behind it. Yes.
There's motion back there. They are
Okay,
gathering, doing
so
something.
I will be the last one out.
Well,
I'll-
Oculars needs to be the last.
No, I
one.
know the last one of the ones that will be physically running away from the scene.
So
So
I need to collapse the cave entrance so you actually do.
Yeah,
anything
but
first.
you
Yes.
can.
I know. I'm gonna help him hold the door as long as possible, since
He can
I have a
teleport
20
out.
strength. Yes, I know. Waiting for everybody to get out. I'm gonna help him hold it as long as possible, just in case. And
It'll
then at
take
the
one
last
turn.
moment, I will run out. And remember, I can Misty Step out if I have to.
Can Misty Step go through walls?
It can go through gaps.
Oh, I'm gonna collapse the whole freaking thing, bro.
Yes, I know. Parker, I know. I heard you the first 3 or 4 times. I understand that. Just on the off chance they roll super high and break through that door, I want to be there to help. So
You
that's
should
what
send
I'm
your
gonna do.
dog and
Yeah.
whatnot out first.
Yes, I'm gonna have Sigurd follow Boga out.
Okay. He will do that. Second. There we go.
I'm going to apply my body as well on top of the door.
Move the dog. Dog, go arf out. They have run. Okay, so Sebastian, you are also holding the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kunch, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna first ask. I guess. I guess I'll ask. I guess. So, Harley, how far can you telepathic thing go?
My telepathic bond.
Yeah.
I think it's 60 feet. That's what it is for most things like that.
Because
I know message is a little longer, but
I'm gonna do
Well,
something real
I
quick for
can't
you. Because on. What?
It has a 30 feet willing creature each other. And
Yeah, because if I
they have it.
I don't think it would
Any
matter
distance.
for what I'm.
You can communicate with me for any distance.
Okay.
I just have a 30-foot area around me for when I set it up, and then it lasts for an hour, and no matter how far away you go, I can communicate for that hour.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do for you real quick, I'm gonna hop over here and touch you and cast using a spell slot since I use up my free one already. I'm gonna cast invisibility on you, just so that way, just to be safe.
Okay. And it shouldn't
So
drop
that-
as long as I don't attack.
Yeah.
if you use it at one higher spell slot, you can give it to Sebastian too.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Wait. What's the spell level?
I think it's
What level is it at?
invisibility's level 2. You can cast it at level 3 to cast it on 2 targets.
I cannot because I do not have level 3.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll be
I
fine
can
anyway.
only.
I got
Yeah.
I got plenty of HP, plenty of AC. I'll be okay.
Okay, so Arcturus, you're invisible, and I'm gonna run out, and
Oh,
also then
It's Ocularis going invisible. God, I'm having a stroke.
yeah, Arcturus is going invisible. I'm gonna run out and then dash out, use my dash to get out with my cunning action.
Okay, so you're gonna just get out and start running down towards the carts?
Yep, and I'm using my dash with my cunning action to get further, so I am
Okay.
gone.
You are gone. Salira.
Well, not much I can do in the holding the door closed department with my solid 10 strength, so
Get the frick out of here.
I guess I'll just get the fuck out of here.
All right.
I mean, I guess I'll. Can you take the dash action while flying?
Yes.
Okay. So then I guess I'll say I'll move 30 feet to get out through the entrance and then take off with a dash, maybe, if that's possible.
Yep. Jamberman, you're up.
I'm going to start casting the whatchamacallit, the move earth spell, and I am going to start moving rocks above the cave entrance. They'll be ready to collapse as soon as Sebastian is out the door.
Okay. Ocularis. What's
That's
happening?
with concentration, so
Okay.
if at any time I break concentration, it'll drop instantly.
Okay.
Okay, so guess until everyone's out, I'm still holding the door.
All
Because I can
right.
teleport out and I'm invisible, so.
And there is one final shift on the enemy's turn, and then they stop pressing against the door for a moment.
boy.
Sebastian, it's your turn.
I'll
Okay,
make sure to notify our friends outside the cave.
I nod
Run.
to Ocularis as I begin dashing out the door as fast as possible.
Yep, you can get out the door
I
and
cannot
past
move
everyone.
my fucking token. Why can I not move my token?
It's because it's layered underneath.
There we go.
Really?
No, I got it. I got it now. All right. So yeah.
Okay, you're able to get out of the cave. Jen, did you say you were gonna leave as well? I'm sorry.
Well,
Okay.
actually, I figure I'm gonna come out here, tell Jaberman, once his spell's done, I'm gonna ready my action to cast. Dimension Door, because I believe I can drag somebody along with me. As
believe
long as he
so.
doesn't.
I'm pretty sure
As a-
it's myself. Let me check. I have that spell too. Actually, I could do it
Mhm.
myself.
Yeah, but I figured this would be quicker as if I grab you and just port out with you. That way you're not spending more spell slots.
You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. So
Yep,
yes,
you could do that. That
you
works
guys
just
could
fine.
you guys could hug warp out of here.
Okay, I think that's gonna be my plan. That way it's just move the little guy a little further, a little faster.
Okay, Ocularis, we'll move on to your turn since Jammerman would still be readying. Are you? What you
Okay.
got?
I cast Dimension Door, which drops my polymorph and 500 feet towards the carts.
All right, bam, and with that, he is gone, and there is just this slam noise as the fucking door to the thing opens, and people start pouring out. Jamberman, are you going to be releasing now, or you just waiting?
Well, I'm just. Well, actually, this wasn't Dusty going to open up a dimensional door. If he takes me
As
with
soon
him,
as you cast, I'm popping my
you
dimensional door. That's my trigger. Is when
Yeah,
your
yeah.
cast is done, I'm grabbing you and we're popping out.
All
okay,
right.
I'll just release concentration and drop the cave on him then.
Bada boom, and the cave gets a nice fat. This is gonna look really funny. Bam, 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 bam. That is not a good color. Circle.
We get the idea.
Shit starts piling down from the ceiling.
And you
If
guys
it works.
are hereby running down, having collapsed the doorway, and you make your way over to the carts.
I thought the plan was to. I thought he was collapsing the entire room there.
Whatever. Collapse the entrance. Maybe
Collapse
he
the
kills one
room.
of the guys inside if I'm lucky.
Yeah, that was what I assumed. It was just me trying to blow circles all over the place. Didn't really work super well.
Okay.
And so you guys are running off towards the carts. Those who dimension doored, you guys would have an easy early way to get them started. So you guys are ready to just make a run for it.
Put the key in the horse and rev it
The
up.
Key in the horse.
I don't
Okay,
want you to put the key in the horse.
I grab the reins and I.
I'm just doubling
Yeah,
over in the
wait,
back of
where's-
the cart.
where
I'm
is,
very sore.
Where's Boga? He has less movement speed, right?
He
Where
would
is
have made it there. He's like at the moment as everybody else is arriving and Ocularis is at dimension dooring. He is running up to the cart and he just jumps up and scrambles to get on with you. We'll say.
Okay, and once I notice everyone's on the carts, I jump on and go.
Okay, you
Full
guys
speed
get
ahead.
on the carts. Where are you going?
The heck out of here.
Narwhal?
I don't think we should head towards a town, to be honest. Especially not Nalwal, because Nalwal is very small, from what I remember.
It's small. It's
We could
smaller
do
than
it, like,
it's
with
smaller
scales.
than the ones that you've been to yet, but you haven't explored it well. You kind of just like breezed on through.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
well,
just
I
got rode
don't
by.
know if I'm too keen on bringing a whole army of
Potential
pursuing
raid.
bandits.
We could just head
Yeah.
straight for scales
It will
from
take.
here.
Well, think of it this way: we collapse their main entrance, so any
Wait.
horses or the like would have to take a while to get through any secret
What about
exits.
the border? If we head towards the border, there's a large military presence by each border gate, right? If we head towards the border, there's more military guys there than there would be in Nalwal.
Possibly. Also, where do we have to go to pick up this statue?
Helm's Folly.
Helm's Folly.
Folly.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, guys, is regardless of wherever we decide to go, we collapse the cave entrance, so it will be hard for them to follow us. It
Yeah,
will take them like
we're
at
gonna
least
have.
an hour or two to even try and start coming
Mhm.
to follow us. So we can
Yes.
get a good head start, so we can go wherever we want.
Get a half day's
Okay, well, okay,
ride ahead of
that-
them
We
at least.
also, Would it be
That is
possible to cast
unfortunately-
invisibility on the cart?
Okay, so normally I would agree with you, Parker, but they have something that lets them teleport. And on top of that, we have no idea how many entrances there are to that mountain. So they could be hot on our tail and we would not know it.
It is 7:30 right now, and about each one of the... You guys will be traveling faster, so you'll be able to cover a bit more ground. Each one of these spaces is going to be about half an hour of travel if you guys are just dashing. So you guys could get to Nalwal in about 2 hours, give or take a couple. Let's see, what, 2... Yeah, it would be about like 2.5 hours to get to... You guys could go straight to Scales, and that'd be like 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It would be like 8 hours to make a mad dash towards Scales through the desert.
Wouldn't, if they pursued us through Nalwal, wouldn't they fucking attack Nalwal if they ran through chasing us?
Would they attack Nalwal anyways because it's just on the way?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm comfortable
depends on
bringing
how
a
low
potential
profile.
raid.
It depends
on
on how
innocent
low
people.
profile they want to be. Nalwal was already close and they hadn't been attacked yet. I don't think that they
Mhm.
would go out of their way to advertise their location to the military.
And they seem a lot more calculated than anything else too. So why would they attack that town over
Yeah, it
killing
would-
us? Yeah.
They might like poke around and that might actually slow them down in Nalwal, but they wouldn't go crazy trying to like destroy the whole town looking for us. That would be bad. That would be a bad idea for them because then they could get major military.
Yeah, that might be enough
presence
to
looking
actually
at
get the military on them
involved.
if
Yeah.
they took out a town.
Yeah. So actually passing through Nalwal seems like a good idea. It might end up inconveniencing a few people, but it will slow them down a lot, and they won't probably destroy the town. That wouldn't make sense for them.
So,
I'm not
okay.
sure we should also go all the way to Scales then, because that might be a lot. Because don't we plan to pepper them with sneak attacks?
Well, they'll be thinking that we could pepper them with sneak attacks, so they might not send their whole troop out. Like, if you told somebody, yeah, like 5 guys came and killed 20 of our guys and ran away, you'd be expecting another attack,
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
obviously. What I'm saying is that
So they're not going to send the whole force after us.
I
They'll leave
didn't
some of their
think they
guys
would.
behind.
I didn't think they would. The thing was like I thought we were gonna run away, rest up, come back and attack again, and repeat the process to just piss them off, quote unquote.
Yeah,
So,
but
if
we
that's
also
the
have to
plan-
think, when do we have to get the statue to the banquet?
Well, like the banquet
We have
is
to
in
pick the
10
statue
days.
up in 6 days, and we have to
Well-
be there in 7.
Well,
Because
I think it's about a day.
about
No,
a day and a
that's the-
half so far.
How
The
about we
statuette's
plan
going to be done on the 21st, and it's 7:30 p.m. on the 17th. So you guys will be able to pick up the statue in like 3 days at this point.
I would say, I mean, like,
Let's just
maybe
plan on going to Helm's Folly then.
because you said it's well. I say you said it's 2 hours from the base to Nalwal, right?
If you guys are running, like going very fast, normal travel pace, it would take you about 4.
So I
We
think
don't
we
want to go
I think
far enough
we-
where it would take us multiple days to come back, because what kind of preparation can they do for our next attack?
then let's
Yeah.
just give up on next attack for the time being. We don't have time for it.
Yeah, that's my issue. Is we have a lot of travel to do to get to Helm's Folly than Scales,
I propose that our
and
plan
this
is we
banquet is far more important
I
than
think
the
we could
bandit.
probably squeeze out hitting them one more time,
I
but
disagree.
that would also require us to know another entrance, which we
Like-
don't.
I could just move the entrance, but that's irrelevant.
He
I don't
could.
think that we should attack them again.
It would also
If we
require
do-
us to stay in Nullway,
Well,
Yeah.
here's
because that would be
here's
the
how-
most...
Hit them soon, like don't take a long rest, like take a short rest, get healed up, and then go back and hit them again.
So
I think
here's
that's a
how,
bad
how
Well, the
here's
issue
what
with
I
that
also
is
see,
spell
though.
slots.
yeah, the
You
other thing I
burn
could
through a lot
see.
to get out of that.
I mean,
If
I don't know how many
we
spell slots you guys used, but I only used
if
one.
we finish our mission, regardless about what we do next, if we finish on the main reason why we're here in the first place, not the Craig Sharks and not the Sandwinds, or whatever, the main reason why we're here is for a completely different thing. If we focus on that thing and get the war to stop, maybe we can get some help from the military for once.
Yeah,
because they
we
won't.
can then use military assets to.
And I wasn't proposing saying that it would be the best idea to go back. I was just saying I think time-wise we could probably squeeze in another attack and still be okay to get back.
Sure.
If we
I
didn't
think
get,
we should.
you know. So,
So,
if we're all
I
in favor
also
of
wanna
just
put
like
I also would like to put the thing on the table here that if we manage to take care of this, or at least do more significant damage than killing a few guys and then get to the party, when we get our audience with the king, the amount of leverage we would have would be insane.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
Well, that's
Are
also
you sure of that?
they haven't really
really?
cared about these guys. You know,
Well, it's
so
not that they don't care, it's that they care more about the war.
I
And
think
that's
it is.
the thing.
Okay, let me rephrase.
Well-
I think it's too risky to try and take them all out right now when we have such a short time frame before the party.
plus we can tell them we did a significant hit to them because we did.
That is
No.
true.
And
You guys could
and
you
I-
guys could say
I
that.
don't know how exactly
and I-
significant it is, but I think even the king would probably think like a group of 5 people
I-
just opening the front door,
I-
killing
I mean,
like 20 guys in the
Yeah.
court.
Hang on, let me
of,
count
like,
count this
5
out. Let me count this out,
And
and I'll
that's-
just
and then
let's see. You guys killed
entrance.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Maybe not
9,
20.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You killed 19 people.
Close enough.
So yeah.
and also
So if
and
they have
also
100 guys, we took out a fifth of their forces.
and also
That's
on top
assuming
of
they
that,
have like 100.
I mean I have proof of that with my memory. I could just grab my memory with my memory strand stuff and then give it to the military, and the king could believe one of his military people about that actually happened. So we have
Yeah.
proof that it
So-
went down.
In which case, I think that the matter of deciding whether or not we're going to raid them again is done. I think that we don't bother doing it. We just head to Narwhal, and then we head to Helm's Folly to pick up the Jade thing. We can hang around in that area and figure something else out until it's ready to go.
All right.
Alright.
If everybody is cool with that, I'll start you guys on the journey to. Are you guys going to
I'm
stay the
sure-
night at Nullwall, or are you guys just going to go straight to Helm's Folly? Because in total, it will take you 11 hours
What
to
time
get
is it?
all the way out there.
Okay. I'm putting my foot down on the fact that we are not going to stay in Narwhal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I
yeah.
think-
If they
I
come
think that
in
we-
and
I think that
search
we-
for us and find us, then the town's getting fucking raided.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think we'll just take turns with manning the wagons and just keep going.
Well, I also have my hut we can put up, but yeah, we can take turns instead of doing watch. Do just someone driving the cart and
I think.
Yeah.
I will
I
also
think the plan
say
is
that
think the-
anybody
Yeah,
if
go ahead.
we like no matter how calculated you are, you're gonna want to at any cost kill the people that not only know where you are and also took down 19 guys in the span of a few minutes upon attacking your base. So if you have to tear through some civilians in a town to get to them, you're going to.
All right. So in that case, it'll
So
take you
I
guys
am
11
not
hours
putting
of
anything
constant
Yeah.
running to get over to Helm's Folly, and you guys can all sleep in shifts. It will be a bit rough, but you guys can be in Helm's Folly at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
I think that's an
I wanted
unrealistic.
to ask.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say on the trip you meant the green powder. Is there anything like I just feel like during the trip? Is there anything I can do to like identify that myself?
Do you have
Or am I gonna
do you
need
have
to, like,
jeweler's
take
tools
that
or
to somebody?
proficiency with jeweler's tools?
I don't have either of those.
Our
Then-
warlock is a jeweler, just so you know.
Yeah, Dusty is a jeweler. He can take a look at it if he wants.
Well, I mean, then I suppose
I'd have to know
Sure.
about it, so
well, I've also I guess I mean I don't know that he's a jeweler in character, so I mean, not much I can do about that.
Well, you literally you could just ask, say, "Hey, I want to take a look at this, but I don't have the stuff," and he'd just be like, "Hey, right here, my entire life, gems,
True.
Gems and jewels.
Well, I guess. All right. So then I guess I'll say that along the way back, and just coincidentally, when me and the jeweler happened to be both up at the same time, assuming there are probably also multiple people up at the same time. I don't know. We'll say, trying to figure out, or I found this stuff on that skeleton we found earlier, and I can't figure out what it is. Do any of you know anything about this? And like, like open the pouch a little bit and just like show it around, basically.
Knowledge of the subject is
I'd like-
equal to that of my knowledge on my own religion.
I'd like to add one little thing before we're all the way at Helm's Folly. I think the more realistic approach is that we sprint to Nalwall, pass through there briefly so that anybody that's pursuing us would get slowed down and ask around there, and then take a normal amount of time getting to Helm's Folly.
Okay, yeah.
That
So
way the horses don't die on the way.
so it'll be a
Yeah.
bit shorter of a time then, by 2 hours, so you guys will be able to get to Helm's Folly at 6 a.m. Passing through Nalwall so that they have to ask around.
Dun, 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 dun,
Mhm.
dun, 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 dun.
Shut up.
Sorry.
And so with this, do you want to do a quick check with your jeweler's tools before we close off for tonight? It's been a good 4 hours.
Sure, I can do that. I got a 17.
Perfect. And with that, you're able to identify the gem's powder. It's a little bit tough, but you can tell by the coloration of the powder that it appears to be a malachite gem. Different than the ore, it's more or less just a striated green gemstone. But still, it's still a gemstone, though it itself is only worth about 10 gold pieces as a regular gemstone. But, of course... But of course, there could be properties still unknown.
God fucking damn it!
I
dropping
literally heard him drop his dice from down here.
I could hear it over the mic, man.
Well, I'll
Oh,
relay
God.
that information to Valera that, hey, this
Alright.
is
So
this gemstone.
malachite
It's not
dust.
worth a whole lot, but
Wow. I don't think what I'm concerned with is
it might
necessarily
be
the worth.
useful for something.
I'll mark that down. I mean, I suppose that's it then.
Yeah.
That would be it. As long as everybody else is okay with taking a break for the day here.
Yep.
I mean,
Gooch, gooch.
I am fucking D&D crazy right now, but I mean,
We will
I'm
find
not
some
going
way to
force
help.
anybody
To
else
help.
to play.
Yeah, we will try to scratch that itch some more. We'll have another go on next Wednesday, and we'll see where we go from here. But thanks you guys for playing, and thanks to everybody for tuning in and watching, whoever did, and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, motherfuckers.